Maybe he's heading down to Texas with these two goons. They're just having too much of a good time in the hotel room.
Is that what Andy's doing?
I think they're docking. I think they're docking.
Yeah.
And not the band.
Andy's been waiting for this moment.
Yeah. Yes.
Andy's got a CDL license. I mean, it's okay now for him.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're another zip code. You can do whatever you need to do, buddy.
Are they in the same room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Andy is down for a class in Texas, and he messaged Chip saying, "Hey, bud, I'll be right down there." So they're sitting in some sweet, sweet hotel room getting champagne ordered.
Just hanging out?
Docking.
Yeah, docking. Yeah. That's just nuts. It's warm.
I mean, Andy's outside in the window.
He's holding the phone up to the window.
Yes. Chip's got the window cracked.
Andy,
clipping his toenails.
Are you on speakerphone, Andy? What are you doing here?
No, we're on my laptop.
Yeah, laptop. His new laptop. We're on Discord. We got it all hooked up.
I'll have to crank up his thing if I can. I'll try to. Keep talking.
Hold. Everybody hold, please. Welcome to those guys from Wichita. We're getting ready to start the show. We've got a little bit of tuning in from Texas way. You guys are. What town are you in? What town in Texas? Some sort of town that's out there?
Rockball.
Rockball?
Rockball.
Oh, Rockball. Yeah. I didn't know exactly where that's at. I think that's like
outside of Dallas.
It's kind of between Dallas and Fort Worth.
Yeah. It's southeast of the western side of the outskirts of
Fort Worth,
north central Dallas.
Right. Yes. Sorry, Dallas.
Is that right outside Arlington?
Pretty close.
Okay. I think I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's kind of a couple clicks away from that.
It's not quite Dallas, but it's not quite Houston.
But if you were like past Denton, you knew you're getting closer.
Yeah, once you cross the border to Texas.
You know where Waco is? It's not anywhere close to that. Oh, hold on. Gump asked me if I'm still alive. You know it, buddy.
Send him a picture of me.
You know it.
That has the zipper on the bottom.
Gotta talk to the Gumpster. We're just tuning this in. Conrad is getting ready to come and start. Push the sweet buttons. We've got Chip and Andy, like I said, in a nice little hotel room. I don't think Skinman's making it tonight. I don't know why. He just said he just wasn't gonna make it. There was no explanation.
That's always strange with Skinman.
It always, yeah.
It typically means some sort of catastrophe.
Well, no, maybe it's a secret.
Or absolutely nothing.
It could be a secret kung fu meeting or something.
Could be.
He might be on his way to Colorado. He forgot about his kung fu meeting or something. I don't know.
I don't have any Copenhagen either, if you can believe that.
You can chew one of these Marlboros. It's pretty much the same.
I don't know if I
Are
can
you ready
zen.
for a nicotine pouch?
I don't think I can zen, man.
You could zen up.
Where's your cigar?
I finished it last time. Yeah, I finished it.
Yeah.
He didn't even
just
say that.
realized that.
He just said can't make it.
I know. That's a very strange thing. Yeah, I'm gonna chew on one of your
your
smokes.
I should have brought you. We gotta get you some more cigars. You like chewing on
If
them
you
so
really
bad.
chew on that, I'm gonna.
chew on the
He's
cigarette.
going to chew on the filter.
You're gonna smoke it.
No, I don't need a filter. I'll just pop the filter off and dip the rest.
Yeah.
Where the nicotine is.
You gotta dip it.
So gross.
And the tar.
It's not that gross.
It
when you
hurts.
when
It's
you
not
think about
gross.
It
If you-
hurts.
Well, it's grainy. It's
It
not.
hurts.
I don't prefer it. I'm not a Zen man, but
You maybe try one.
True.
you just fold it over.
And just stick it in, man. Be fine. There you go.
You'll chew smoke tobacco that doesn't let you get nicotine through that. Only through smoke, but you won't try a nicotine pouch.
This gives me the. Listen, the people at Marlboro have spent hundreds of years figuring out the appropriate way to deliver tobacco into your body, and
True.
this person's been on this scene for 3 months. Get
Right.
the Zen out of my face. Zen, Mac.
Just saying.
You start calling him Mac. Sorry. I'll zip it up.
Thank you. Got a little zipper action over there,
Press the
guy.
button.
Well, in Wichita,
This
Kansas.
was not the right choice. I shouldn't have chewed that.
Roger, 0J, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around.
Thanks, Sarah. Some people heard it, some saw it, but the big question is, what is it?
Those Guys From Wichita.
The loud boom, Wichita police say, was not an explosion.
It's Those Guys From Wichita.
Some say it sounded like a bomb.
It's Those Guys From Wichita.
One thing that is clear, the loud noise heard by many. In Wichita,
Those Guys From Wichita. It's Those Guys From Wichita.
I'm over here now.
Hey, everybody. Hey, buddy. Happy May 20th, 2020, the year of our Lord.
Ding.
Dang.
This
Nailed it.
is Those Guys from Wichita. I'm Conrad, the host here. I'm surrounded by friends and family. So to introduce the cast in no particular order, so I'm going to crisscross it. Smoothie!
Crisscross applesauce. A lot of energy on that one, buddy.
Turn them pants
Yeah.
around.
That was aggressive.
That was
Yeah.
aggressive. Sorry.
Hop it up on Red Bull on the way here.
I did get a free NOS Turbo this morning. That,
Whoa, the white trash of Red Bull.
that will heart palpitate you all day.
Oh, man.
Gives you the heart hiccups.
Did you get the coupon? The
I
ding
got-
on the phone, and you
yeah,
slip
it dinged me
by
up.
there for 40 cents. You get a free turbo.
Free, dog.
What?
Come on in. Come on in and get your free Snapple
Where
and free
w-
Turbo.
Where was that Snickers, man? Did you grab one of them too, just
Oh,
because?
man. Got a Kinder Egg.
Got a little keychain in there.
Yeah, I got a caramel Kinder Egg.
A little frog.
This
little
is
frog
good.
keychain in there.
Yeah, it's free. I'm slinging
It's
in.
an egg.
I'm
Of course
slinging
it's
in.
free.
I mean, I filled up with diesels. It's $84, but
Yeah.
it was free.
Yeah.
Get the free NOS.
It seemed gases went up a skosh.
Yeah. Gives
About
you
a
double
dollar.
vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great band. Great song.
Thank you. Feel my eyes, bro.
They're palpitating.
In the corner, if you don't recognize him, neither do we. He's going out for the double of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's Mac. It's Coach Casey.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, it's me. It was my Wolfman Jack look.
You look.
Nailed it.
You should wear that every day.
Yes.
I am now. This is my new do, bud.
You could pull it off.
I don't do it at work. Every once in a while throughout the day, like the last 2 days, I'll just take my hat off, get my hair wet, slick it back, walk around until it dries, then I put my hat back on.
You need to live this new life.
Yeah. I
I
asked
feel
him if
better.
he was part of the protest, the haircut mafia, and he's like, "What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about." Everybody's been cutting their hair in the streets. Barbers been cutting everybody's in the hairs in the streets to get back to work. I thought you was part of that. He
I
said,
didn't
no.
know that was going on.
He said, "But I just slick it back. I got laid twice, so it's working." I'm like,
Oh,
"Is that the secret?"
that's what he's been. He's been
Uh-huh.
diving in the front butt.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With a look
now.
like this, how can you not, though?
If I had a front butt, I'd be sitting on your dick right now.
I know.
So you're right. I might sit on it anyway.
Okay. Thank you.
Skippy says he's totally got the Mac look going. Totally.
You look just
Nailed
like
it.
it's surprisingly how
Scary.
similar it is. Scary.
You need some more. You need more white T-shirts. Get rid of the
Well,
gray.
that's why I went with the pocket tee. I went.
Bud,
I know that was.
I know.
I didn't have
hear
a
you.
quadruple extra large to get down to my knees
Extra
to wear.
long.
Long,
Extra, quadruple extra long.
large and
Yeah.
long.
It's only an extra large,
Trip
but it's
X.
a quadruple extra long. I
Trip
don't
X,
get
trip
that.
L.
Okay.
Large and long.
No, you got double X trip L. I don't get how you did that.
I know a tailor.
I know a guy, Lawrence Taylor.
His hair is perfect.
He'll do this.
I got told I looked like Tim Taylor the other day,
You got a little Tim Allen
but
going
they
on.
said from the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the Coke.
Yeah.
That was a Werewolf in London reference.
Ooh.
You'll get it on the listen back.
Okay.
You got it.
Somewhere down in Texas, there's two members that sometimes are in studios, sometimes aren't. Andy's typically watching through the window, but I guess they're mating in a hotel room right now on Discord. So, ladies and gentlemen, from Texas, it's Andy and Chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sound great.
Yeah, I just came to a laptop. Hey, Andy got a new laptop.
Laptop life.
Drove it down to Texas.
Well, trucker life.
Yeah.
Get into that laptop, bud.
That's right.
Yeah. Get in. You guys get into that mic.
Yeah, I don't know how it's right now. It's very
Yeah, it's
Do you know what we need to do? Is
What's
we need
that?
to get Andy one of them snowballs so bad. Those $20 snowballs, because they're not bad.
I think
Yeah.
had he just put Discord on his phone and did it from his phone,
Oh, maybe.
He
It
could
would've
probably
worked
do
perfect.
that too. I mean, maybe
possibly, but I
he
don't
could
know.
call on Discord on his phone, and then Chip could have the laptop.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'll let you guys work on that because right now it just sounds like Mr. Roboto down there sometimes.
Yeah.
When
So-
you're both talking.
That's what it was last night
Oh,
as we did the setup. But as he got into the mic, it was a lot better. We
Oh,
could
there you
have-
go.
Yeah.
Share the microphone,
Is there a way to
fellas.
lay the laptop on the bed and you guys lay head to head?
Get
Yes.
closer together. Get real close.
And send us a pic.
Yes. Do it.
I'm already sitting on his penis. But
I love
Okay.
it.
Try.
All right.
Now that came through clear.
Yeah.
So whatever you're doing there, do
Stay
that.
on his
Keep
dick.
doing
Stay
that.
on his penis.
Yeah.
Bounce harder.
Slick your head back or hair back and stay on that dick. Well, sitting across from me, he drove up from the heart of Oklahoma. Some people will call it the armpit of America
Or butthole.
or butthole.
fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mexico.
But thank you. As I told you last
Hey, you're my
week,
favorite co-host on the show. I
Thank
just
you.
need to tell you that.
thank you very much. I appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Mac.
Oh, over Smoothie? Come on. He's
Well,
sitting right here.
You're the only co-host.
I'm
Oh.
audience. I'm not co-host.
audience.
We're color commentary.
Listen, family, we
Not
don't go
color.
packing order. Like I told you last week, I'm from the land of the two buttholes. Okay, so some people call one butthole town. That was a big hit around the office. Everybody was everybody tuned in to the show.
Legend of the two buttholes.
To hear about how I would
bring it up.
bring it up and how I would sell it to you guys. They
How you would
love
broach the subject?
yeah.
How do you double breach
Breach?
the subject?
Breach the
I
subject?
think it's breach.
I'm glad they listened.
Brooch is a thing you wear. Is that not? Is that right?
Yeah, but
used to
don't you
be.
want to wear the subject sometimes?
Sometimes I do want to wear two buttholes. Are
It's
you kidding me?
queen speak.
You do have a good handle on English. I'll
Thank
give you
you.
that. Queen's English.
Yes,
Mostly the band Queens. I mean,
pretty much.
any
pretty
word
much.
you hear from Queen,
I'm glad they listened. I'm glad
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. I'm glad they listened.
you sound like a baroness. It's
Thank
a Queen
you.
reference. You're welcome.
I'll oblige.
I'll get it when I listen back.
Yeah, you'll get this.
You'll get it. Hey, I have been. The wife has been speaking of Queen's English. She's been watching these murder mysteries that's been going on, I guess, in England for like 25 years. So every time I walk in the room, this is what I hear: doors, yes. Oh, of course, yes, yes, yes. Come in, yeah.
This is riveting
I
television.
can't believe it.
Now-
He came in the room.
To go with the other things, has that made you think about leaving her more?
Is that
No,
something
not
that's
really.
been-
I mean, it's her thing. She's got the nice, comfy couch.
You've been
we
on
moved down
the
there.
level 6 out of 10 leave her level for a while. I mean, that's a baseline.
Might as well just stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stay there.
Live there.
She did some planting, which is good. Now, she's doing some farm work. I can't get rid of her. She's a pretty good farmhand.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So I'll keep her around for a
I see
while.
some role playing in your future.
Oh,
We got to
yeah.
get some of them overalls you were talking about.
Is that a
They're pretty
fat joke?
expensive.
Oh, sorry.
Role
Not
playing.
butter.
Now it is.
I'll get it later.
Now we've
Listen
got it.
on the listen.
I'll
Back.
get it.
Yeah,
I'll
listen
get
on the playback.
I will.
If you are going to listen on the playback, you can find this kind of shit anywhere. I mean, basically iTunes, any of the places you find it. On Spotify, as of now, we're there. Once Joe Rogan signs and inks his $100 million deal, I'm sure he'll kick
It's
all of
easy.
us off.
Yeah.
So listen there now, but while we still are available on Spotify, if you have that, whatever it is, some sort of period-related podcast app. And if you're listening to us live, you're listening to us on Podbean Live, audio only, so you're flicking the bean with us there. If you're watching our Big Dumb Waterheads, you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube. You can find us anywhere. Just search for Those Guys from Wichita on all those various platforms, and we'll pop up in one way or another. So, yeah, I don't know. Do you want the list tonight? Do you
I'll
want to
take the list.
All right.
Ooh.
He's
It
got
was
his
quick-
Muddy Rudder
quick
shirt
list.
One of these days, we're going to have to tweet it over to Chris in PA.
It's true.
We could do that. We could definitely do that.
Tweet that.
I don't
Tweet
know.
it.
Wherever you want to start. I
Tweak
did
it.
see as I was pulling in, and this typically happens, especially in this kind of neighborhood. You'll pull in, you'll see something different every time. And I pulled in next to the golf course that Golfing for God was at last year.
Yeah.
Right there at that corner. And do you guys, is it racist to think this? And do you think this also? I saw a King Ranch F-150, $60,000 truck right there with the windows down. And then I saw a brother driving it, and I thought, stolen.
No, I just say made it.
But then I thought, oh, or athlete. And I was satisfied.
I just say made it.
Yeah, I mean, hashtag made it.
Finally.
Congratulations.
Hashtag finally.
Worked hard for this.
I mean, hashtag keep it 100. I know, but
You got to keep it 100.
Hashtag pound me too.
Speaking of golf.
Yeah.
That situation also has been
brought up.
Yeah. It's almost time for golf for God. We have discussed it. If it's going to be early, might be late now. We might go fall this time, get a little warmer. We might just do it straight in the middle of summer and sweat our balls like we did last time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Jews are pumped.
Well, they want to
Revenge.
regain the
that we're
crown.
This year they start with the 6 handicap or 6 whatever. They're up 6.
Or they don't play together. We could definitely
that's true.
do
Split the
that.
Jews up.
Or
Split
we
the
just
Jews.
do it back to Tiger Woods.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
Eric's
pick him up
fine.
in a helicopter. No problem.
We can play tomorrow.
Yeah. Easy.
Or we treat them like the originals did.
The original Tiger Woods.
No, the original Germans
Too
with
far.
the Jews. No.
Too far.
Oh,
Too
no.
far.
Both were
Gosh.
bad. We'll
Yeah.
write that down.
Yeah, thanks.
7:23.
Damn. It's
Zach
early.
Zach will do that anyway.
Yeah, it's early. It's fine. Just get in our groove here.
Got to talk to our resident racist,
Yeah.
Zach. He's not here tonight.
Well, he's not
Sorry.
here to.
We got to cover him.
Well, Conrad, to go back to your point of, is it racist because you think like that?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. When I went by the golf course, I saw an old beat-up truck, and I was like, that's weird for a golf course. But then I saw a couple African-American dudes,
Whoa,
you know,
Stealing this truck.
Can you guys hear me better now?
No.
No.
No, not at all. Actually, worse.
Is it worse?
Yeah, it's worse.
Yeah.
It's echoey. It's like it's getting.
Oh,
Are you
in the
wearing the
bathroom?
shoe? I was to say, are you talking through a shoe?
I'm talking to a shoe.
That's
That's
better.
a lot better.
That's
That's
better.
a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, I took it off of my speaker, and now I'm just speaking through my phone.
Yeah.
Sounds
That-
pretty great.
That
sounds
sounds better.
Perfect.
Hi, Chip.
Actually, works out really well for me because I smoke cigarettes. So.
Oh, but he's hearing himself through the show. So
Yeah.
you guys will turn your radio down.
Yeah, turn your radio down.
You'll only be able to listen to us through your phone.
Yeah.
Sorry I interrupted. I heard of something about a handicap for golf. For God, could you just reset that for me real quick?
We were just discussing when it's going to happen, and that the Jews are really excited for it to happen. And then Eric was in the middle of maybe a thought that he had that could be conceived as racist.
Yeah,
but
I
he
don't think
drove by.
I don't think it's racist. I think it's just observation. I'm very spatially aware of what's going on around
Yeah,
me.
you're like
Yes.
Seinfeld.
Full parking lot. And there's 4 or 5. They were either getting ready to play or getting off the course. And I just thought to myself, boy, it must be something going on the golf course today. Usually don't see 4 or 5 African Americans
Wow.
down this far south
Wow.
playing golf.
Wow.
Well, you don't
I
drive.
don't think it's racist. I think it's just I was making
No,
an
it's
observation.
pretty much true.
725.
Thank-
It was
I'll
an
mark it down.
observation.
I got it.
I didn't say it was bad.
No, I didn't. I know.
I'll
I'm
still
just
mark it down.
mark it just in case.
Just in case.
I thought maybe there was a Groupon or something.
Do you still have that?
The whip?
No,
And
the sounder. The
To
Oh,
balance
yeah.
to balance it out.
we should play that every.
To balance it out, before I got to the parking lot, I drove past and some dude had hit it into the street about 10 foot past the tee box, and I'm guessing his dad or his older lover was helping him search for his ball. And of course, playing at that golf course, he had no sleeves,
Yeah.
which I don't think I've ever gone to that golf course and seen every single person wearing sleeves.
That's
No.
true.
There's a lot of times you'll go to that golf course and not see anybody
You-
in golf
Yeah.
gear.
Unless you
Ever.
see a mirror, you will not see a single sleeve.
I've been out
there.
there some days, you never even see a golf shoe. So, I mean,
No, boots.
We're talking about cats, caterpillars out there on the
Snowshoes.
snowshoes,
Talking about some Wranglers.
Uggs out there on the greens. You know what I mean? Couple Crocs.
And the weird thing about that course specifically is it's not as if it's white trashy.
For
They'll let
sure.
anybody on.
Yes.
But they'll charge you the same price.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
same fucking game that Applebee's has when you go to Applebee's with
Yeah.
your family. You're
They'll
still
set-
spending scotch and sirloin prices, but for some reason you think because you could eat with your armpit hanging out.
And they'll sit you next to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I
it's
mean?
Fine. Sit down. This is Applebee's. This is more affordable. I mean, we're going to charge you double scotch, but that's fine.
That's true. That is one thing that Applebee's I'm proud of. They don't segregate.
Oh, they'll charge you the same thing rich folks get charged.
Absolutely. Well, that and they'll sit you by anybody.
But then you think you're sitting there like, man, fuck, expensive places must be really high.
yeah,
This is $50 for the steak and
$80.
one beer.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, I got a 2 for.
I'll never be able to afford
I got a
to go
2
to
for 20. I only had 2 beers.
Slotsky's
$100. Wow.
with tip.
Yeah. And I had to sit next to these guys that's got Uggs on. Make sure they just got done golfing. You know,
They're sweaty.
Not sweaty.
I'm assuming you guys are golfers, right? See your Uggs.
Well, we went golfing and we went to Applebee's, so we spent $600.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, well, good for the week.
Should be fine.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
Thanks a lot, stimulus money.
Unemployment paid
Gone.
for it. So
Yeah.
we're fine.
Stimulus check.
Yeah.
This is an experiment. Here.
Yeah.
Chip went outside. Chip, whenever he gets on the show,
I'm thinking
walks
about
to the
trying
nearest freeway.
Skype with Chip, and
Yeah, we might have to do something
bad.
different. Yeah, it's bad. We're gonna hang up on
Okay,
you.
I'll talk to you later.
Listen to the show and message in. Just keep people.
Yeah, keep messaging in.
Yeah, on Facebook. That'll be good.
Well,
Bye.
I think he was in the parking lot, too. I heard
Yeah.
the truck warm up.
'Cause
Maybe,
he said he was going to smoke, so.
maybe Andy said, let's hit the road.
Andy's still here.
Oh, hi, Andy. Andy, someone's still in your truck. Dude, get outside. Chip was standing right next to a diesel.
Andy's easy because he just wanted to listen anyways.
Yeah, I know.
So that's fine. All right, buddy. Oh, you got the list. This is last week's.
Dude,
Sorry.
I'm going down the list. You're trying to do a quick scan to see what's best and kind of
How to set
prioritize
up?
it. I've hit 2 things, and both of them are out of the park grand slams. So I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't.
Then
You
we'll-
say that.
You got to set the show up, man.
I mean, let me just tell you the two without delving on either one. Let's just say the first 2 things I read were: are pussy hats the same as AR-15, and bands that mean you suck dick.
Those are both
How can you go
great
wrong with those?
topics. And I'm glad you brought those up.
Can we continue to peak after that? Or are we going to peak too early?
I hope we peak now and just stay on this peak.
I think that if we go into either one, I can crescendo on either one. So I think I'll start with the bands.
Another Queen reference. I
Thank
love
you.
you. You're doing good.
I watch a lot of Little
I
Einstein.
know you do. I'm so proud of you.
What was it? Do bands that make you suck dick
Bands that mean you suck dick.
mean you suck dick?
Yeah,
Right.
let's broach that subject.
We're about to.
Creed.
No, I was thinking a different way.
Apollo?
Because
Hey.
there's this show on Showtime called Billions. I've talked about it before. It's the one where Paul Giamatti,
Rich guy gets pooped on.
likes to get shit on and get
Love
his balls stomped
Okay.
on and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting into season 4, so that all that kind of stuff
Really?
is not
that
as
much material. Okay, great.
a lot of stomping.
Okay.
But
They're just scratching the surface, man.
a lot of it though goes back to the billionaire hedge fund guy, and because he's so out of touch with normal life, this whole show is, and it just shows what they're doing in their normal day-to-day private interactions when they're
Yeah.
not trying to fuck people out of money. So they'll go on like weird trips where this particular episode they went to some place out in the middle of fucking Canada to go on a ayahuasca trip, you know,
All right.
and they drive BMW bikes that are $40,000 a piece out there, and they're
Yeah.
just sitting in a tent throwing up on each other. But the one thing I remembered from previous seasons is this guy's a huge fan of Metallica, and I was thinking, if people that drive their BMWs and go to the ayahuasca camps for their
Yes.
getaway to go
Yeah.
throw up on each other also come back and they're big fans of Metallica, is it possible that Metallica is the most fucking it's the Garth Brooks of rock? It's the pussiest rock that there is?
That's exactly. You have just taken things that I've tried to tell people.
Nailed it.
And you've just nailed it. I mean, I can't express to you how much you just nailed that. That Garth Brooks, Metallica is the Garth Brooks of whatever genre.
Because
that
these guys
Metallica-
go and they think I'm a
They have
hard
6
rocker.
good songs, but
no
decent songs.
Well, they had
None.
songs that just they penetrated your fucking head
At the time.
over and over.
But so did Kid Rock.
What
and
about
he's
Dave Grohl?
Shit.
What about Dave?
Is Dave Grohl in the same Metallica vein? Because people try to get on their fucking musical high horse,
Mm-hmm.
but then in their arsenal of all the people you've maybe never heard of or just
Yeah.
independent artists, then they'll be like, oh, but Dave Grohl's cool. It's like, really? Now you're bringing – that's just like saying I go to the Metallica concert every time
I don't
they're
know.
in town.
Here's the deal, though, is sometimes I can understand some of the Dave Grohl fans because they dive super deep. So, like when Lemmy died, right? You know, Dave Grohl was a huge Lemmy guy. I mean, you know, and so he even spoke at his funeral. So then you're like, Dave Grohl's not that bad. He told a good story about, you know what I mean? And
But
he
is his
respected the-
music good?
No.
It's just the same shit.
I
like
mean, he's
Metal-
he's a cool guy. I mean, but his music's not good. I mean, I don't think it is. A lot of people do. But
Is
it
someone getting the best of you? Is someone getting the best
The best of you?
The best of you?
David Letterman liked him.
Someone getting the best of you.
But I think that
is someone getting the best. It's just, okay, this guy's a musical genius.
I think that's the way that I think that most people see Dave Grohl as Dave Letterman did. Because I don't.
But is Dave Letterman cool?
I don't see Dave driving around driving his car
cool.
and saying these guys are good, crank it. You know what I mean? What I see him is
what bands was he in?
Briefly going by Dave, yeah, and saying, then get into a conversation, and Dave just got him, or he just got Dave because
this is the guy from Blink 182.
He's a cool character.
I think Dave Grohl is the kind of guy that he's in the music scene so much, and he wants to reach out to other musicians so much that then they all respect him because he's the guy that's always complimentary about no matter if you're low or high or successful or not successful.
Right.
He's always punching into it, saying, "Yeah, that's good, man. Just keep with the art, keep going, whatever he's doing."
What's the guy with the face tattoos that plays the song that bad where he had the people in the chair and shot the dude in the head with the bag? That guy?
I think Childish Gambino guy?
Yeah, Gambino got on a concert and played a whole bunch of Nirvana stuff. And you got to hate on Gambino, right? But then you don't.
But I don't know.
It's
different because they're black.
And so Dave was like, no, he played great. You know what I mean?
Oh, complimenting him covering the songs?
Yeah, because it was a COVID concert or some shit.
Right.
So he got up there,
after Trisha Yearwood?
Yeah, after Trish.
Well, is it possible that if Metallica is the Garth Brooks of rock?
You nailed it. That's nailed it. Yeah. So there's a lot of dick sucking.
Is Letterman the Garth Brooks of late night? And
no.
Leno would be the Garth Brooks of late night.
Easy.
You think Leno is bigger than Letterman, or is that how we're saying it?
More mass.
Charles Grodin.
Good point, Chip. Welcome back too.
You're saying
I don't know where Charles falls into that.
You're saying
he's in charge.
Not Metallica's not the biggest. He's saying Metallica's like the Applebee's of rock music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Franchise. It's just kind of
it's okay. Basically, I'm thinking that these billionaires are people that don't have real tension in their life. They try to drum it up with the music or the things that they escape into. So they don't have real conflict. So to have an edge, they say they're a Metallica fan.
So that screws Metallica though, in sense, because I mean there are like what people that would consider themselves ragers or heavy metal guys or rockers that are Metallica guys.
Wrong.
I know who you're referring to,
and
but that's what I don't
not just
understand.
him. I know, but then you've even got like there's another guy the guy at work that is also that talks to him about that stuff that also listens to more.
But where's Rage Against? Okay, he's Rage Against the Machine, and who are the other fucking big time?
What guy?
He's not big on
There's
Rage.
He's
big on
into that ultra hardcore rock shit, where people go.
Slayer is his thing.
Yeah,
Slayer is his big thing.
Who?
Just a guy at work.
Guy at work.
Does he
Young
own
kid.
a Harley?
He's too young.
Oh,
he's
too
Jeep
young.
guy.
Does he like Harleys though? He wants to get a Harley.
No, he's a guy. He likes Jeeps. He's got a Ford.
He's actually
King Ranch.
he tries to be fucking plain Jane, normal,
Yeah.
Don't drink, straight edge, but then his thing he's pushing back in his musical taste is listening to this shit.
He
Slayer.
just listens like death metal. And
Death
stuff.
metal. That's what I mean.
Oh, nice. I guess.
But that's what I mean. Is it real or is it because you want to escape into this community of this thing?
Yeah.
Because your real life is driving your Ford, going home and getting cucked by your wife.
Yeah, because you said Jeep guy. That's why I asked you if he has a Harley, because majority of the real big Metallica fans, somewhere else they want to be wanted. Does that make sense? They want to be in a group. They want to be a group. They want to be like, hey, they want to be with the Jeepsters. They want to be a Jeeple. Okay? They want to be in the Harley gang.
I don't
they
even
want to
know.
wear the right
He may be
leathers.
the exception to some of those rules.
He
'cause I
wants to
think
be a fucking cuck that rocks. Like he wants to go home and get cucked.
Yeah.
And be like, get your honey-do list out and get your wheels clean on
Somebody
your
who
truck.
likes chickens?
But
I don't-
then, go have fun once a month with your buddy.
Hair down. Lets his hair down.
Shoot fucking cannonballs at the gun range and then go to a Slayer concert and then come back and be like, he got it all out of him. Like normal people like us, we'll just drink our misery on a daily basis.
The American way.
Yes. He will get it all pent up.
Yeah.
And he just gets tight,
I
and
really
then go
need
to
some Slayer.
Slayer and watch them guys spit blood on each other and piss on the crowd while he butt fucks his friend,
Right.
In like the body mashing way,
Yeah,
whatever that's
not
called.
the real way. Yeah.
Yeah, what is that called? You
I think
bash.
We did get
Mush,
crossed. I
but
was
that's-
talking about the other
Surfing.
guy to
crowd
start
surfing.
though. I was
Right.
talking about the big one because that's his thing
That's
too.
his thing too.
Yeah, that's who I was actually talking
Was he
about.
young? Is he young as well?
No, he's a little older than me, and he is kind of
Ugh.
Harley guy, but he's not Harley
He's
guy.
tattoo guy,
Yeah.
but not all like tattoo with a polo
Yeah, because somebody
guy.
like he'll have a regular.
weird fucking.
He's that guy
Alright.
that has to tell you though, because there'll be somebody in there looking at something. He'll be like, "Well, sorry, I got Slayer on my phone," or something like,
Yeah, let me hear those speakers. Oh, sorry, you're gonna have to hear Slayer.
Yeah.
or whatever. Not there's
Great. I'm a golfer.
Yeah.
This is
You
what I
should have
listen
known by my Uggs.
Yeah, I golf at Pine Bay.
Duh.
So, do listen to Slayer. I
But
don't
same
know.
deal.
Hey, I got some extra riblets from Applebee's.
It just
You want-
makes me mad when not mad. That's the wrong adjective for
You're
that.
never mad.
It's irritating to watch this billionaire show, and then I see how the whole thing is about them being fake. So maybe they're pointing out that the fact that he's
That could
friends
be.
with Lars and going to Metallica.
I doubt it. I mean, I doubt they're pointing it out. I think it's just maybe, but if they are, it's brilliant because someone's got to poke holes in this facade that we're
Dude,
just raising these
it
people
might
up.
be that that's what they're doing because what the whole show's built on putting into light how fucking fake this
Everything
whole shit
is.
that
Okay.
they're doing.
Then I like it.
And so that he's best friends, isn't it Lars, the Metallica guy?
Which
Yeah,
I mean, drummer.
Aldrin, Lars
drummer?
Aldrin.
I think Lars is Lars the drummer. I
No,
can't remember.
he's their. I think he's one of their main guys.
I think Lars is the drummer,
Oh, maybe so.
That
but
sounds
he's the
right.
main guy, but he's not the singer.
Okay, he's not the singer, so he is the drummer.
Lars
Yeah.
is the guitarist or bassist, or he's got the stringed instrument.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
the
pretty
bassist
sure.
because they've changed bassist like 4 or
And
5
I
times.
think he's
and here's the
married
deal:
to-
I hate Metallica, and I know more about Metallica. This that doesn't make any sense.
Well, you're a music guy.
I think he's married to some fucking British actress that was in Gladiator and shit. You know, the one
Oh
that
yeah,
used to
Oh.
fuck Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator.
the
as
one
the
that
sister.
kicked that dude in that tunnel in 500.
I think so.
I think.
I think that's it.
Okay.
How can you be? You can't be Metallica and stand for all this grunge hard rock
Right.
and then be married to a bilingual or multilingual,
But he is.
classically trained actress.
But
You
that's
can't-
who
you
he
gotta
is,
marry
though.
trash.
But he is. But that's not who he is. He's not who's. He's a because he's a
He's a
major
poser.
political dude, huge political dude. He's because he was at the rallies. They
He
did.
does like Bernie a lot.
He did like Bernie. He was an Obama guy too.
Yeah.
They're,
Oh, Obamagate.
yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. I
Just
do.
say it.
It's just because
I think you guys are being unfair because all these guys did their shit back when they were younger. And when you're young, you got a lot of anger built up, and that's like the way of life. When you get older, you could be angry like 1 minute, and then you walk through the kitchen like, ooh, who made peanut brittle?
I like
And then you eat
Mhm.
peanut brittle, and you're done for the day. See, they got older, they got different tastes. When they were younger, it's okay to be angry constantly because you think you're supposed to be angry.
So you think they changed their taste as they got older?
Yeah.
And then seeked out Metallica or bands like that?
The fans of Metallica or Metallica themselves?
Like
I think we're in an Inception situation.
He's talking about Lars, and you're talking about the fans.
Oh.
right.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the people.
No, the older people that still like the dude at your place that loves Slayer, they're just insecure. They're just trying to find buddies.
Okay,
Like,
so that's
see,
the fake
that's what I'm
thing.
saying. They want to try to fit in somewhere.
Yeah, but
I'm
the
not
actual
saying-
band.
I'm
you're
not saying
What does it
true-
say about me with Snoop Dogg though? That's fine, right?
Yeah, because you're a weirdo, man. I mean, you're just, and that's fine. You got the hair.
Snoop Dogg's just a pop culture. He's just a sideshow.
I don't really like. I like some of his old. I was just joking. I didn't know. I was trying to think who
It's fine.
rapper I listened to.
I mean, he's fine.
T Pain.
But here's the deal:
Same
if
thing.
you was one of those guys that wanted to be in a group, I don't think so because normally those guys kind of fade away from that group. You've stayed true to your roots, man.
That's true.
So
You
you
stayed
like
with
you like the old Snoop because hey, man, I grew up. He smokes weed. I smoke weed. I listen to his jams. That's cool.
Mhm.
But you have stayed in that. You found your group way early,
Yeah.
and you just said, "I'm sticking to this lane." That's not a guy that's looking for a group. That's a guy that just falls into one.
I'm looking to get out of groups.
I
Well,
hear you.
let me put it this
yeah,
way.
well, me too.
I think it's a fair statement to say, without a doubt, ZZ Top is much more rock than fucking Metallica.
For sure. Bully.
Bully,
He
bully,
agrees. Yeah, Wooly Bully.
bully, bully.
I never heard of him.
Well,
I'm glad you broached that subject.
thanks.
You're welcome.
But they stuck to their gut. They wrote 3 songs fucking 58 years ago, and they just said, "We'll sing these forever." And they're,
Yeah.
You want to write new shit?
Let
No,
me try to
we don't need to.
let me try to
And
saute.
Metallica tried to do the same thing.
Let me try to saute something in here real quick.
You can
Okay?
mix and match if
Thank
you want.
I want to saute.
It's
Just
2 for $20, but you
another
pick
one.
anything you want.
Maybe air fry it. I'll throw
Not
an
the
air
rib
fryer in
It's an
there.
extra $1.50.
How you gonna bring that to a crescendo though?
Thank you. No, I'm going to crisp it up with the air fryer.
Oh, leftovers?
Since we're broaching things.
Wait.
Oh, hey, good out.
Next time, keep
Squeaky.
keep
That's
that one to
squeaker.
yourself.
Just tight. He's
I was
tight.
gonna say that was fighting to get
Talk
out.
about pent up angst. You should start a rock band, dude.
Metallica fan,
You
man.
got a lot of got an angry butthole, man. It's got to get it out.
Hello.
That's what it sounds like when it comes out of the second one.
Oh, that's what a cute fart is.
Oh, God. Treasure. I think you're right about ZZ Top because the thing is I don't know. See, we're getting way too inside baseball on this because it's the same thing when you say Dave Grohl. That you instantly when you say, "Oh, I love Foo Fighters" or whatever, you start saying, "No, you like that. You like all of the wonderful things that Dave Grohl does.
You like the
you don't like the
stories
music.
around
yeah,
it.
you like all the stories around it. You don't like the music
The
because
best
that'd
thing
just
that
be
happened
stupid.
to Dave Grohl is he broke his leg, right? I mean, he was already on top of the mountain, but once you break your leg and build a crown and just sit there with a broken leg
Yeah.
playing, 'cause
And
you can
everybody
play-
else is playing your stuff.
Now,
The dude's like
that
the dude's
concert
like
they played in the
30.
Rain. That's where it was at, man.
The dude's like 30 and everybody's playing his stuff. They're treating him like he's fucking BB King.
Yeah,
Stop. He's not that great.
he's a great guy.
He's a fucking
I'd like to
fantastic
go to
dude.
Applebee's with him.
I'd love to drink a beer with him, but I don't want to listen to his music.
No.
No. I mean, maybe
Okay,
some
gun
Metallica
to your
stuff when
head.
you get
Are we
behind
going to-
Is he the
get
one
back
that did
behind the
Maria
drums.
Maria?
Maria. Yeah, that's
Gun to your head. Are we going to
That's
Applebee's
Tone
with
Loc.
Garth Brooks?
Oh, sorry.
Or are we going to Applebee's with Dave Grohl?
Dave Grohl. Hands down.
I don't know.
Who was the first one?
Either
Garth
one, we're
Brooks.
not gonna have to touch our wallets while we're there.
Well,
Have you
yeah,
heard
They're
Garth
picking up
Brooks'
the tab.
cover of Dave Grohl's songs?
crazier stories?
If I'm going for like, I want people like attention, and I'm going with Garth.
Well, you're going to
No.
get attention at Applebee's anyway with your hair like that.
That's
Absolutely.
true. Never mind.
You're
You're
gonna
right. I'm going crazy stories. I'm going Garth. Crazy stories. Because you know that guy's got a ton of great. And that's saying something because I know Dave's got a lot.
But if you went to dinner at Applebee's with Garth Brooks, you
Yeah.
wouldn't even get to a story. You'd have the best story for the podcast about your dinner because I'm sure he's one of those guys that just he doesn't sit down. So he's like, we're gonna go to the bar. I'll move the stool. I'm gonna stand there.
Right.
You know what? Give me everything on that appetizers.
With his
Yeah.
tennis suit, with
I'm
his
gonna
tennis
try
shoes.
that.
Yeah.
He talks to every waitress
And
about what's
just
going on.
eats the shrimp.
I don't really like it. I
don't
only
like
eat the
this.
tails.
But they're crunchier, man.
Weird
You
shit.
gotta turn them around. I'll learn a trick.
Hey, babe.
Hey
baby,
guys, will you cook my shrimp and milk? I know it seems weird.
it's a milk shrimp.
Yeah. I like
Anyways,
it
Mex,
back
what's
there.
going on with you, bud?
Oh,
Hey,
no-
hold on a second,
Okay.
bud. I'm gonna go ahead and get us some of that cheese dip. You want some still?
Oh, I'd love
I'm
some.
gonna get some cheese dip on my steak.
Hey, you
Okay.
think they'll put shrimp in the cheese dip?
Let's try it.
Pop some of them popcorns in there.
They got karaoke in here. That'd be great. We'd do this.
Turn it on.
Hey, let's cover like some Shania Twain or something.
That'd be fun.
Hey, Conrad. You
What's
like
going on,
Dave
Garth?
Grohl?
No.
Anyway, I got a crazy story about him. Me and him was getting drunk one night. I
Yeah.
have my tennis shoes on. He says, "Let's play some basketball." I said, "I'll kill you, white
Yeah, he
boy."
pulled out a tennis rocket. It
Yeah,
was weird, man.
crazy, man. Anyway, I told you that story. I guess. Have some more cheese dip.
I don't know. I would
I
probably
like
have
that.
to pick Garth.
I really like that.
For sure.
an
I mean,
Applebee's.
but that's a hard call. Now, at Applebee's, Garth. If we're going to a real
Hold on, you
shithole
give me
biker bar,
Chili's with Dave Grohl. I'm in.
No, I think the only time I choose Dave Grohl is if it's at adjoining stalls in a department store restroom. Like I'd rather
At
be
a
shitting
Kohl's.
next to Dave Grohl
Yes,
at Kohl's.
for sure.
Because
for
we'd
sure.
sit in there for hours.
it would smell great. Now,
Dave,
Garth,
is that yes? Your cast. Yeah.
can I sign it?
Sure, I'll
Let me
stick my
sign
leg
it.
under there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pee on it.
I'm gonna sign it next to Shania Twain.
That's
Yeah,
great.
That's fine. Whatever. Wherever you want.
Here, scratch my
Everybody's
rep.
important. I don't know. There's just thoughts. That was my thought on that, by the way. Smoothie.
So who sucks dick in that story?
Oh, if
you
was-
you weren't literally talking about performing fellatio on a penis. You were talking about
Kinda.
Yeah, I was more talking about. It's not. Theoretically speaking, they suck dick.
yeah, like this music sucks dick, not I'm gonna blow a guy at this concert.
If you meet a guy at a gas station and you're waiting in line, and ultimately, like, you get in a conversation, that's their thing, I think. Chip's dead.
What? I'm dead?
No, we're getting feedback from one of your guys' things.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm hanging up again.
That was weird.
That was weird. It's like a call from
Robot
space.
Robot space chip. I mean, if you met a guy randomly and he said somehow he had a Metallica shirt on or something, you would leave that conversation and be like, that guy sucks dick. You know?
Yeah.
I want to creak the door open a skosh for some of the old Metallica fans, right? But here's the problem with that. If you're an old Metallica fan and see where they've come around the Bear Share years, where they got on there, it's like, you're still in my music, whatever. You've already made trillions on it. You make trillions on every concert.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. I mean, fucking Frozen it, dude. Just shut up. I mean, you can't, as a heavy metal, hard rocker, grunge guy, that's angry and is out there playing metal about metal stuff for bikers and shit.
Yeah.
Then cry about people stealing your music. You can't do that.
Can't be on both worlds.
No.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to cry about the music and then fade into the sunset because you're a pussy and never come back and play a concert again, bully. You made it. You cried about it. You pissed off
that's
about
the
it.
ultimate rock where you say, fuck off. I'm out of here.
I'm out. Exactly. That's the ultimate rock and roll
Like
thing.
Richie Valens.
But no, they held on for 5 more albums, right? They sued everybody that, played their music and stole it. They made more money for the lawyers, not for them. Then, then they go on tour and they make even 3 trillion more. That's not rock and roll, bud. It's not rock and roll.
They were gone for a minute and now they're back.
Cheese, man. You gotta melt them cheese. You gotta dip your shrimp the
Next
right
on
way.
the list. Am I reading this right? Fondant?
Yeah.
Speaking of cheese.
I thought this would be a great series that we could put on YouTube where we dip things that you should not dip into fondue. And we call it fondue.
Love that.
Now, I don't know what we'd start with, but it's got to be edible. I mean, for the most.
I would suggest first one,
they doubt it.
Cotton candy.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Welcome to episode 1 of Fondant.
Hey, Casey, you muted yourself on Discord, so we can't hear anything.
Now Andy
Everything
sounds
seems
fine.
to be connected.
It sounds great.
Good.
Well,
Yeah.
Andy, can you hear us now, Andy?
No.
I think Andy's just talking into the abyss.
It sounds great. Yeah, just keep it off. It's fine. He can't hear us in the listen on the show. Turn down 15, 16, and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
There's not enough internet in Texas to bring them to us.
That sounded great, but I think it's because of the feedback. We just got to get a microphone.
Yeah, I think it's because one person was talking. Whenever we
That's
get more than one person talking, it gets all
Well, that and they need
cattywampus.
headphones. I mean, you can't have it
That's
coming
it.
out of the speakers.
That's right. If
and
they
then
had
talking
if
into
they
it.
had headphones and just a one of those snowballs that are $20, it'd work perfect. I guarantee you.
We'll
'Cause
figure
it's
it
not
out,
the
Andy.
internet thing. We'll figure it out, Andy. It's your first time. You got a sweet laptop. Watch some porn. Watch some nice porn with Chip. Use my search engine.
Build a pillow fort. Nothing weird about it.
Yeah.
Get on a genre you both enjoy and just go with it.
Go with it. Roll with it.
Don't look at them.
Light one of them candles that sparks so bad. You know what I mean? Light one of them. Eat some shrimp. I know you're the best Western. Order up some crunchy shrimp.
Nothing more relaxing than the crackling sound of a wood wick candle.
Oh, yeah.
I turn the point up. I hear it over this candle.
What?
That's actually the sound.
I
when
like
I'm
the
jerking off.
fondant idea. Cotton candy, a winner. I was thinking Abba Zabbas.
Well, I had 2
Something
food-related
chewy.
thoughts, and Chip
Cheese and chewy cheese.
Chip will have to mail this to himself or whatever it is for copyright infringement. But
Love it. Okay.
I had an idea. First, I think it was called at first. It was going to be called Taste Buds, where 2 dudes taste shit. But then I Googled it to see if it exists, and there's like a couple iterations of it, but not just spelled taste space buds, but one was
Buds with a Z, please.
Yeah, one was a bit on Ellen where she had taste buds. I thought that was weird because it was the week after
They
she
stole our
did
bit.
the
Yeah.
Andy bit. So I thought maybe we can't do that. So then I thought maybe instead of calling it taste buds, we call it dipshits, where all we're doing is reviewing condiments.
Love it.
And then that's when Fondant came in because it could be a segment on dipshits.
Yeah.
Where we're dipping shit.
It's time to fondant.
But with dipshits, you can almost go in any direction. It doesn't have to be bad.
It could be salsas.
Yeah,
There's a
just-
million salsas, hot sauces, condiments.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
It's all condiment. And really,
Pick our favorite
Now this segment
delivery system.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You might have a breadstick on one week. You might have a
Love
French fry. What are we doing on dipshits today? We're doing weird mayonnaises.
We're gonna do the fondant segment.
Love it.
So it's just an idea. Both of them are. So mail them back to me. But there is no dipshits on YouTube. I did look for that.
Perfect.
So now there will be.
A dip,
But it's
shits
shits with a Z.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't keep
of
it
course.
classy.
Yeah. Thank you. You spell dips.
Next
with
on the list, have you been to a courtroom lately? Because on the list here is, why do courtrooms smell like courtrooms?
No, but I don't know if I was listening to the arraignment or whatever, the dudes that went and shot that black runner or something. Anyways, courtroom got in the news. And for some reason, my brain went to when my mom used to work at the courthouse, and you'd walk into the courtroom.
Yeah.
You could be blindfolded and walk into a courtroom, not even knowing where you're at. And you would definitely, it's right up there with Toys R Us. You know you're at
Church.
fucking Toys R Us. Nowadays, churches smell. It depends what church.
Yeah, Clorox.
Take me to like a Muslim church. I'm not gonna. I mean, what is
Yeah.
this? Some sort of Chinese restaurant or something in here?
Diesel fuel?
Smell
I'm
curry.
confused, but completely wrong what you're saying. But okay,
Well,
play
you go
that
to-
sounder.
No, if you go to a Catholic church, it smells like semen.
Old
but-
lady perfume
Yeah,
and
it smells like semen.
Yeah, it
and
smells like
incense.
disparity.
broken child's dreams.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
we go to a courtroom.
or
for
anus.
His point
Leaking.
is churches smell different. That's all I'm
each
saying.
church smells different,
Thank
so you can't be there. But every courtroom, much like a dentist's office or Toys R Us, you could be blindfolded and go in, and you would know you're in a courtroom. You may not know which one, but you're in a courtroom.
Is it all the wood? I mean, that's
But
the
I
reason
know,
why
but-
churches smell like.
There
I
is
mean,
a lot of wood.
most
Basically,
courtrooms, a lot of wood.
unless you work at a courtroom, going to court is not a great day for you. So what was the thinking like? Let's make sure that we ingrain this fucking horrible day so bad in a person's memory
That even their smell.
Yeah, we get their
Yeah.
fucking sense of smell.
All
too.
their senses. It looks weird. It's got a lot of wood. It smells goofy. Sounds horrible.
Yeah, you put a little diorama. You could build a little cardboard diorama.
Think of the
a
saddest
courtroom,
places in your house that
stick
get
it-
abused the most, and they have
My
Just
courtroom is the worst.
your tennis court room.
Yes.
It's weird how there's only what other place can you determine what it is solely?
Oh,
Stevie
tons.
Wonder it.
Tons. Subway. Not the
Yeah.
sandwich shop. But also, now that I think about
Yeah,
it,
the sandwich
Subway.
shop is
Sandwich
perfect.
shop as well.
You walk into the subway, you'll smell like that.
Both of them.
Public library?
I've never been to a
True.
real like an
It
underground
smells
subway.
like moldy paper. That's
Yeah.
easy.
What is it?
A library.
It could be the driest place ever. They could have dehumidifiers in there like crazy, sucking water out of the air, and it still smells like
Because the
musty
books will
books.
just soak that shit up.
Yes, it will.
Soak
Nothing but
it.
black
Old folks
mold
home,
and
like a
spiders.
retirement home. There's a smell.
Hospitals and old folks home.
Well, old folks' homes is a different tint.
way different
more
smell.
of a Bengay smell in old folks' homes.
mentholy,
Well, way more menthols. Lots of cools and rub downs.
like menthol
I don't know what
creases.
it was. Man, I just
Hospitals
It's a
are
smell I'll
more.
never
yeah,
forget.
hospitals are more sterile cleaning, but it's all cleaning products. And I learned something about hospitals. They do smell different, but how they rotate their cleaning products because stuff that grows in hospitals, the bad stuff they want to get rid of,
Mhm.
builds up their immune system. So like if you just use bleach in there, it won't kill everything. So they got to rotate their cleaning. I didn't know that. But here's the deal. Who's selling these cleaning products and why do they all smell the same? Because I can go in there this 6 month and it'll
Right.
smell like the next 6 month, knowing they had to
no,
change
it's the
cleaning.
3-month blend.
That could be.
It blends together. It
blends
always
together.
blends
Yeah,
together.
always comes out
Ducks
smelling.
fly together.
Yes, they do. Duck larage.
The wind and the rain and the hail and the sleet. Ducks fly together. I've
Is
been
that
waiting
Dave, is
for
that Dave Grill?
I've been waiting for a Mighty Ducks time.
Oh, that's not Dave Grill.
That's a
No, he
Estevez.
played one
Emilio.
of. Yeah,
Okay,
that's the basis.
Emilio
Foo
Estevez.
I'm gonna
Fighters.
try not to blow your mind here,
Okay,
but it's gonna be hard not to.
all right.
Now my wife wasn't impressed with this thought, but for some reason
Was she getting the best of you?
she was getting the best of me one evening, and we were sitting
best?
back watching our UFO shows or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to get her in on that, and she said something like, "I don't understand why things have to be so difficult. I mean, 24/7, 365." She said that. She said those words together, like those numbers.
Oh, honey.
24/7, 365.
She didn't say 365,
24/7, 365.
Not 365.
and she
She said 36 because it it caught me as weird how she said it.
Yeah.
One, that she said it at all, but how she said it was weird enough that then I thought, I didn't listen to what she said after that.
Well, no.
Because now I was in a,
You're done.
I was
You're in a
my-
loop.
Yeah, I'm in the loop now. I'm looping. And isn't it weird how that phrase, which is, she's not the one who invented
No.
that.
She's
People
the
are
first person to ever say it that way, but
probably, but that's been around.
And she's quite possibly the whitest woman to ever say it.
yes.
It's possible on both fronts. But I stopped her in whatever she was referring to with that prephase or
Yeah,
whatever. But
okay.
I stopped her and I was like, isn't it weird how all those numbers, if you wanted to, you could just put them in sequence 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
True. That was a very robotic way of thinking. And that's math. I mean, math alert.
That's like a Matt Damone
Yeah.
mind right there.
I fucking Goodwill Hunting that whole thing.
After
Yeah,
she
but
said that, all I see is you.
The numbers and the
and the
fucking-
flames,
That
you're
came
making
to
the
you in a
connection.
painting cloud one night. I've been doing this 24.
Maybe, I don't know. No, it hit me when she said it because she said it so weird.
Yeah.
24/7, 365. I put the number, and I was telling her
Yeah.
they could. I get it that I said that to her, and she's like, "Well, there's 24 hours in a day and 7." I get that, but there could very easily be 430 days in a year. I
For
mean,
sure.
we just made this up randomly based on the moon, which we just made up all that shit
Right,
anyways.
right.
So the fact that they're all in sequence is weird.
It is weird. And pi ends in the same numbers, too, I think. So, she'll throw that out there.
That's true.
I mean,
I did have a good pie day. Happy,
I'm glad.
even during the
It
quarantine.
was delicious. It was a delicious day.
Don't dip that in fondue.
Oh,
Or
Pie don't.
cheese.
Pie fondant.
that's fondant. That's a part of fondant.
Banana cream pie fondant.
No, it does not.
See you next
Actually-
week.
They said that about cheesecake.
That fondue. Weirdly enough, chocolate cheesecake.
So speaking of pie and Spears restaurants, you have here on the list Soup People. Please tell me more about Soup People.
You got that on the list last week after the show.
I ate
It-
some soup last week, didn't I?
Yeah, but you had a very specific kind of soup.
Yeah, taco soup.
Oh yeah, taco soup.
See? Nailed
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
what did he bring tonight? Taco pizza. This guy
Well-
just loves tacos.
That's a 24/7,
Thank you,
365.
buddy. Yeah, it is.
Connecting the
All
dots.
tacos.
Why do we did this? There's soup day at fucking, and I get in the same
He ha-
argument why are we taking perfectly good foods on their own and then mushing them up like we're baby birds and making soup out of them? And I get it. My wife's the same way, where she's like, "Hey, we're having tortilla soup, which is taco soup or whatever." Why?
But
Let's
I
just
know.
have tacos.
I know.
It's just something different.
Ever since
It's already
Sonic,
chewed.
ever since Sonic started throwing fucking nerds in my Route 44, nothing's been the same.
You got mad because you used to like your clam chowder without being in soup, and then they started just making.
He liked
this-
his clams
yeah,
non-chowder.
not
Right.
chowder,
True.
not sloppy.
Ever since then.
Well, I get mad at work because the ladies would bring in pizza soup. Why are you bringing pizza? It tastes just like pizza.
Just bring
Just bring pizza. Yes.
But they like soup. It's hearty.
Nobody likes soup.
Soup, it's easier. You just put it in a bowl and you got a spoon.
liquid form.
That's not as easy as picking up a slice of pizza.
No, it's cleaner. It's easier. Just boom, boom, boom. You're done.
Can we get
We
to
should
the
be
real
wi-
subject? Is chili soup?
Back to there.
Do we
Bro,
wanna go
you're
down
just
that
mad
road?
at that beautiful, wonderful restaurant, Super Salads.
I got mad at hamburger soup.
Which, by
one
the
day,
way,
which is the same fucking.
Who else
problem.
Had
here?
that.
Hey, who else?
Of course.
Who else thought
What
that?
else? What soups would you allow?
Who else thought that place sold fucking just monster salads?
Oh, super salad?
Oh,
Yeah.
that place.
Everybody talked about it. I just imagined the salad the size of this table.
You could. If
I
you
didn't think it
wanted
was
to,
soup or salads.
but they
I
were
heard
super.
s- I
they
heard
were
super
salads.
salads.
I'm gonna go in there and see.
I know. Let me see this mountain of lettuce. That's just a regular salad.
It's garbage can
What the
size
fuck is
salad.
this? Soup? You serve soup here too? It's in the fucking name.
Or
Dumbass.
salads.
Thought you were
The
gonna be
name
eat-
is Super Salads.
Thought you were gonna be eating the Grinch's dick in a minute.
Just saying.
I came in here for Applebee's and I haven't got any bees.
BT Dubs. Always smells the same.
Mac had a good question. What soups would I allow?
Please tell.
Tomato.
All right.
That's
What?
it.
That's
Why?
because
just
tomatoes
runny-
suck
it's-
on their
it's-
own. At least
it's
when you put it
runny-
in a
it's
soup,
runny
you can
ketchup.
dip a fucking sandwich in there.
What's the purpose of tomato soup?
It makes a tomato edible.
To dip your cheese sandwich in it, man.
That's true.
Why do you have to eat it?
A grilled cheese sandwich.
I
you-
don't
you
have to eat
can't.
it, but if soups are going to exist, let's
you
just
don't
take
have
the
to eat
shitty
it. Why do
thing.
you have to make it into a soup? Just don't eat it.
Here's
if
another
soups
one.
must exist, let's at least pick foods that suck without being a soup.
All right.
Not take good foods
So
and
they
turn them
suck
into a
doubly
soup.
because they become soup.
No, tomato.
It's
you
not
just
two
don't-
negatives
This is a
equal to
tomato.
I think you haven't been putting enough milk in your tomato soup.
That's
bud.
true.
True.
You got to creamy that.
You need to get some bisque.
And speaking of
There
creamy,
you go, bisque in it.
cream of celery, also on the list.
So that's a
true.
super
I
Great
didn't
soup.
eat-
Great soup.
What about gazpacho?
Gazpacho, cold soup.
How are you for cold soup?
I've never had a gazpacho. I've had a gelato. Similar?
No, not at all.
Also,
Yeah, that's cool ice cream. That's
he does
similar.
love gaucho. So
I do. The boots.
the gauchos.
Mr. Marks?
Yeah, point. or gaucho marks. Yeah.
I was
didn't think
thinking of
about
the
him.
basketball team.
I thought about
so-
the pointy
So
shoes.
so cold soup is a maybe for you.
It's a straight out.
It's stupid. It's
No,
like
'cause cold
potato
soup is
salad.
ketchup.
Dumb as shit.
What about borscht? That's some good borscht. Cabbage soup.
But then if we're on this subject, then my bitch take potato salad off of the fucking world.
Don't you fucking
Potatoes
dare.
fucking
Oh,
fine.
Mm.
I'm just saying,
What
why
about
fuck
potato
up a
soup?
potato? Why do you want potatoes cold?
What about
That's
potato
gross.
soup?
I like it,
But he likes it without bacon.
Potato hot. Yeah. it's
but I like
true.
it with
That's-
cheese, lots
that's
of
true.
cheese,
All right. It's a pass.
fondue.
Potato soup basically just tastes like mashed potatoes.
Cheddar broccoli. You can't take that away from
But I'm fine with
Yeah,
just
broccoli and cheddar. Well, cheddar's fine.
French,
Melted's even
French
better.
onion.
you're just.
That's a delicious soup.
I
I've
just
never
don't
had
like
French
potato
onion.
salad
Yeah,
or
it's a
egg salad.
delicious
Eggs
soup.
are great. Egg salad, horrible. Sorry, I'm not.
I'm with
we're
you
back on
there,
soup.
but I'm going to come across the table on the potato salad.
I think that soup is a
Me?
condiment.
You
I
can
mean,
call
that's
me
what it
potato
should
salad.
be used as, not as a meal.
I'll be honest with you. I prefer soup really has a condiment because when I want chili or because chili is a soup. If I want chili or
Also
any
a
other
condiment.
soup,
It's also a condiment.
I got to make sure I've got
Dip your
chips,
fries in it. That's not a soup.
chips, crackers, breadsticks, some sort of something
Pickles.
to dip it. If I'm gonna have soup, I'm gonna eat just as many saltines as I am. I'll go through a sleeve of saltines on one bowl of soup.
Me too.
Oh yeah, me too.
And
I
a-
think
Really,
And a
soup,
hot
soup
jar
is
of
just a top.
mayonnaise.
Soup is a topping for my carbohydrates.
Well, I think that has to be a consistent theme because otherwise, there's only losers who'll just go to a restaurant and just get the soup.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
of the time, it's soup or salad, like you said, but before
It's a
your
big
meal. Do you
salad,
want this
bud.
chef salad or do
I'll
you
do
want
the
a soup of the
and
day?
salad every once in a while at Applebee's. Man.
Well, like for a lunchtime thing, you
Yeah.
can get away with it, just so you
Maybe
can
an
have
Olive
a
Garden.
crisper shit.
Yeah.
yeah, greener one. Get that green passing through
To
you.
break off a nice turd after this. This is
I had
nice.
I had a nice salad the other night before a beautiful steak. It was all spinach salad. Must have ate a huge bowl of. It was a super salad. It was a huge bowl.
Yeah, but when that was brought to you and it's like, well, after this, there's nothing. You would fucking throw the salad
no,
through the
then
wall.
I had a steak, and the next day it was like food coloring in that bowl, bud.
Like if I
And
come
I
home
almost-
and
I
there's
forgot
soup,
for a
it's like,
second,
what's for dinner? I'm
salad.
cooking soup.
I eat these hot chips, and every once in a while it comes out red, and I think I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
And it's the hot chips.
Hot chips,
Oh, like the hot Cheeto. That'll
Goes
do that
right
to
through
you.
you.
That'll make a turd red in an
for
instant.
sure.
Dude, I'm like, oh my god, no.
You
But
gotta
that
remember.
does.
Today I did that, and I peed red, and I'm like, oh
That
crap.
is not.
Nope, that's blood. That's kidney stones. Yep, yep, that's what
Yep.
those are.
Yeah, that is a problem.
And it's still stuck
That's
to his
real.
fingers. That powder goes everywhere. You know what I mean? What else you got on
I'm
the list?
sorry to piss you. I know you're a soup guy. I know that you go home
I'm not a huge
and
fan
you
of
kiss
soup.
your soup making
I like
wife.
soup.
And you
Every
guys
once
have
in a
a
while-
soup making
Love soup.
family.
The
God, give me
problem
some-
is you're not a fan of efficient meals because you don't like crock pots and
Yep.
you don't like soup.
True.
You don't like something you can take one ladle of something, put it in a receptacle, and just guzzle it all in at once.
That's laughable.
He doesn't like things he can't roll in a tortilla.
That is also true.
The bullshit ruse about crock pot cooking and soup cooking is that there's less work when there's not. All the prep is still the same.
no, not less work to make it, less work to eat it.
You don't have to put
I've
it
never
together.
had-
You don't have to assemble it. It's already pre-assembled because
not-
you assembled it
I'm
before.
not getting a side of vegetable and then my
Yeah.
mashed potatoes and then
Then
this.
some
I'll put some
gravy.
gravy over here. I got to cut
I
this
can't
up. and-
agree with his argument because you need a spoon. You can't be driving while you're eating soup.
The hell you can't.
You can, but
you
not
can too.
not as easy as eating my burrito on the way to work in the
I'll
morning.
eat your burrito.
I know you will.
I think that you
I'm going to Mexico.
are
Nobody
under-
has a breakfast soup though. That's
you're under
different.
some sort of
Oh,
impression
that would be good. An
that
egg soup.
I
Oh.
eat like a full balanced
Like
diet.
an egg drop soup.
Like you're
some-
thinking that I
that'd be
have
good.
when I go home, I want to make sure I get all my food groups
Okay,
covered. When
Welcome
all
to
I'm getting
breakfast
is
soup,
just
son
a steak.
Casey.
Hi,
What
I'm
would you
Egg
like?
Man.
So what if I made a steak in a crock pot with potatoes and vegetables and
I'd say
a
you
little
worked
pasta?
really hard on this. You should just put the steak in there.
No, you got to eat some more shit, man. You can't just have one.
I'm
one
efficient
thing.
with my eating.
I mean, stew.
Ultimate efficiency.
Where are we on
I will
stew?
eat one protein.
I hate this time of year because in the summertime I don't crave soup as much.
Yeah, because it's too filling and hearty.
And you've always hated cherry season.
Hate it. The pits, I call it.
This season is.
You'll
the
get it on
pits.
playback.
Let's change it up a
Welcome
little
back
bit.
to the pits.
Let's change-
It's cherry tomato time.
Let's bring it back to the more religious aspect of this. There's a mention of a Thunder God church on this.
Wait, did you say religious or sacrilegious?
That's on the list too.
Snack Religious is on there too.
Snack religious.
No, that was just.
Did you guys see my
That's why I put
my
it on there.
Jutato?
I was hoping that you'd bring that up.
Veggie bites.
We'll get into new items at Snack Religious.
All right.
But before that, I saw a promo on Hulu, I think, for a new series about Tony Robbins, who Casey knows I think is Antichrist. And
What?
Well,
or Satan himself.
maybe.
But it was the trailer for his documentary or whatever it is about this one big event that he does. I'm sure he does multiple speaking things all year, but he
That's how
has
he makes
one
his money, man.
fucking mega one. But his off-camera thing where he's talking to the producers of this thing saying, yeah, you know, I just do it. It's just I was blessed with this. This is my talent. His talent is to go out there and ask other people who are, I guess, struggling so bad that they have to go to a hotel dining room or conference and eat the soup that they're serving, and then cry at Tony Robbins when they tell him about the time they got molested. That's a weird.
Chip and Andy's right there right now. It's at the Wyndham Court.
Isn't it weird that you're preying on the weakest sheep in the pack? You know what I mean? That's how he's going to make his living. But then he's also looked at like a god when he does that. So with that in mind, today I drove
church
by one of those TV churches, the one that have the fucking mega, the huge.
Follow
fucking
us
church.
on www.thundergod.
Well, that's what I was saying.
church.com.
Why even give it, Church of the Holy Sacrament when it's obviously it can't be. It's not Catholic, so you can't.
Right.
Don't even put that on there.
Point.
Fake church. But anyways, you drive by and just put Thunder God Church. Just put Spaghetti Jesus. What does it matter? I mean, you're acting as if this is something that is real, but you're just making a mockery of it anyways by making up the shit that you're doing. You're making up all the reasons to go there. You're a cult leader. You're fucking David Koresh.
This is what my dream has been lately. This is where this came from. I've been watching the late night. I've been listening to church radio, driving to and from work now.
Love that.
I learned about.
Thank you. You finally took my advice.
Well, I just want to start my own church, and I need to get the sheep to follow me. And I just need to learn the
Apparently,
things
it's
to say.
easy. You go by an X movie theater and then call it Thunder God Church.
Yes. Yeah.
Set up get a great sound, man. That's
My
your
favorite
number
is
one hire.
TV church.
Get a couple guys that play, which you got a whole congregation. Handpick your musicians, throw them up there. Get a
Metallica.
great TV crew. Get a highly energetic crew of people that'll pip pop and dance on stage. Yeah, and then talk about the Bible in any way you want. And you're
You don't
a
have
church.
to use the real Bible.
No,
I'm going to make mine up, but I'm going to learn a couple stories from it so I can say and.
It's pretty sweet. And here's the thing: if you're a more if you're a more accepting church and accept everybody, which I agree with that, you should.
All denominations,
you should.
I do.
But should you? I mean, I don't.
My church.
Those churches are like the
for $1,000 a month, you could be any denomination.
I mean, sure, these guys just played golf over here, but I don't want to sit next to them at church. You know what I mean?
It's the
Do you want
the
saved?
low credit,
Do you
bad
wanna
credit,
come to
pay
heaven?
buy here, pay here car dealerships of churches.
That's it.
Hey,
Nailed
you're
it.
welcome.
That's
no
seriously,
work
that's
to do here. You want to be baptized? We got a horse trough out back.
Easy.
We'll put you in some sort of weird ceremonial robe, and we'll live stream it across 17 countries.
And here's the deal: $600, but payment plan.
See, the deal is, bud, you're right. In order to start this, what you really need is seed money for your location.
And
but
snakes. You got to get them.
If you want to put snakes, of course, you want to have them at
Thank
the
you.
beginning. You just need a great film crew to do one fucking spectacular trailer of people crying and you
Yes.
talking it to them real sincerely, up close.
Maybe
holding
a
their
couple
hands.
possessions and
Yeah, somebody's shaking, having a
exorcism.
seizure, or
Thank
some
you.
shit where
Yeah,
you pick them
easy.
up.
You've
and
got to have a great band, though. I've been to those churches.
True.
You got to have one wheelchair guy going like this.
Yeah.
At some point in the commercial.
Yeah,
That'd
your
be any
quarterback.
part.
And the
quarterback.
youth pastor wearing the bedazzled jeans and the affliction T-shirt.
Love that.
To show that he's
yeah,
one of
like-
the kids.
Yeah,
he comes out and opens up my sermon.
A blue
Hey,
with the
guys,
cuffs rolled up.
Welcome to
just right.
Sunday school. Hey,
Gotta have sleeve tattoos, rolled up shirt, but
How
not
about
big.
that
God
God,
tattoos.
yeah.
God tattoos, crosses and things.
And all you really
cool
need
dude, man.
is,
We should get to know him.
is $100,000 marketing
Dude,
thing.
you
Like
could
just
be that.
That's it.
get out there on the TV commercials,
Yeah.
get out there on, especially get on the podcast, like the big ones, get on the Rogans and shit with your
Sure.
commercial, and you'll just open the doors and people will show up. They're just fucking drawn to it. They have to. They're fucking sheep. They're
Yeah.
like you're saying. So
But see, now they're buying up all of the. Oh, by the way, I remind me. Somebody took our idea. This is an idea we had on the show a long time ago. Remind me, I gotta get into that. But they're buying all the theaters, so we got to find out the next thing to go, which is malls, and they're moving into malls.
Churches.
Well, churches are getting kind of light too. We can move into
they're moving
an
to
actual
theaters.
church. Yeah, that's true.
Cheaper rent, bigger TV screens.
The idea that we took over because nothing's happening with these drive-in theaters.
oh, I know.
Right?
We just be fucking mega
Holy
god,
shit.
and
And
that's
then-
what we do.
Dude, and then after, you
Thunder
stay for the
God.
Chiefs game live.
Someone's already
Dude, you
taken
want-
our idea.
What?
Yeah, saw it on the other day on the Facebook.
Well, we can still do it. The people around here.
No, have you seen the guy that does all
Bowling
the
alleys.
mixing and mastering? That's got the sweet mustache.
they're
that
following.
plays the
They're
piano
following
and loops
left and
himself.
right.
He's really awesome. He just comes up with
Schools?
stuff by by himself. He's in like a hotel. He's got a keyboard and he's got a microphone and he does. Oh yeah, he got the mustache. I sent it to you one time. I
Yes.
don't know that guy.
Yes.
He's doing a whole U.S. tour, but only in drive-in theaters.
So
Brilliant.
before the show,
Fucking.
can we combine that with our
brilliant.
run? We can do sermons across the country.
Oh yeah, these guys are gonna run,
Wow.
and we're gonna follow them in the golf cart.
We're gonna get sponsored by beer companies and smoking companies and run across. You're in. Oh yeah, you're a runner now.
Yeah.
But you guys got to you got to do Merle Hazard for us the whole
Yeah.
time too.
We're gonna be in
that's
our
true.
jackets behind Merle Hazard.
In
We'll
the
just
golf
follow
cart
them.
with the thing and
Are we just? What are we commenting on? Just their running?
It's those guys from Wichita runathon, and these guys
Okay.
run across America that get sponsored by Budweiser.
you'll be doing live shows as you're doing it.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go
Camel.
back to Smoothie and Casey
Right.
running.
I like.
Hey guys, we're gonna stop by here and get a drink of water and a cigarette real quick for the run. Running low on energy.
This is sponsored by Camel Crush.
Wasn't our idea about the movie theater, the drive-ins? We
Yeah.
were gonna put fucking Xbox games there.
Yeah.
That's what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
And have them fucking. That's still a good idea.
It's a great idea, but
But if we can incorporate
now these sons of
Xbox
bitches,
for God,
people are going to start thinking about it because you got this guy going on this
Yeah.
fucking U.S. tour, just for people that's got, drive-in movie theaters. Some guy's going to be like, I haven't been in a drive-in movie theater. I was like 12, and now I've got a $1 billion company selling dildos. I got to do something with my money. What's the kids like these days? You know what I mean? Metallica. All right, we're going to show Metallica concerts here, and it'll be huge.
oh yeah.
They'll start using those fucking things and throwing whatever on that screen. It'd be great.
If you fucking did a Metallica concert at Starlight Drive-In
It'd be
on those
packed.
screens,
It'd be packed.
people would be fucking slamming their Jeeps into each other
Yes.
and fucking everything.
Yes. That night, all
Me and E
Applebee's
would
will
ride
be
our bikes
fucking
over there.
full.
Oh my god! If I could just build a fucking Long John Silver's and an Applebee's next to that,
Real quick. Just a little booth that says
open for
Applebee's.
one day.
Yes.
We could buy the Skate East and do that, or Skate South, whatever that is.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Combo.
Right there.
Holy shit! There's our churches
Roller Church.
rolling for God.
Skate for Jesus.
Now, let's do the.
Tell me
limbo
that's not
for
a good
God.
idea. You're rolling around.
Well, you want the DJ?
You're doing something
Bud,
while you're getting
you
preached
can
the word
combine
of
your
God.
DJ thing with preaching while they're skating.
That's true. My skate.
There's your
DJ.
business idea. Fuck bowling
Hezekiah
alleys. You need to
7'3".
buy a fucking skate.
How low can you go?
But it's got to be church too, right? Are we gonna?
Limbo for God?
What we need is a fucking compound.
Why can't we do CrossFit for God? Get some hot bodies in there.
We can do that too.
Give me
as
10
a
pull-ups
spin-off.
for Jesus. One more for the Holy Spirit.
Mud run for God?
Stripping for God.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, when you're going CrossFit, something cool about CrossFit is seeing camel toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get them in there.
Sponsored by Camel Towing.
Hey, it's not a coincidence.
God made them that way.
Front butt does look like a cross a little bit. Some of them do. So I'm just going to say.
Some of them do.
That's
I mean,
true.
Solo's dead. So
That's a good point.
Thank you. Just I had to Google that on my Google search. Found it. It was
That's,
great.
That looks like a cross, but not in.
Yeah,
That's
a,
outer.
That's the sound of one hand, no
It's
hand
resurrected.
clapping. What's the sound of no hands clapping?
It has arisen.
I'll show you a picture.
I don't
Anyway,
know. Anyway,
Skate park.
Thunder God.
But that was Tony Robbins, the guy who poops standing up, right?
That's Robin Williams.
Oh,
Hang in there.
was.
He could have used Thunder God.
Yes.
He
Any
needed
guy.
some Thunder God in his life.
Little
Yeah.
Jumanji just didn't do it.
He fondoned.
So,
Ooh.
speaking of
He fun
God,
did it.
speaking of God and those type of people, let me ask you this, Conrad: are pussy hats the same as AR-15s?
Okay. You brought it up earlier with the haircuts in the street right now, the protests.
Oh, yeah. That's going on.
Okay. I didn't know that one was going on, but I imagine the people that are getting their haircuts on the street for the protests are the same people that were standing on the Capitol building, a month ago,
Yes.
saying "Let us work" or
Same
whatever
people.
it is.
Yeah.
Bring back Crystal Pepsi, let us work.
That's
all
it.
the good signs.
Tostino's has pizza rolls.
Stop posting sucky memes.
And
That guy. He was
I
there.
understand that for there's a lot of points that they're making that I probably am on board with as far as people that
Working.
need to work
I'm pro work.
right and don't need to be told and dictated to about staying at home, and if they want to take the risk for them and their families, I get it. But why the fuck do you have to completely ruin your message by holding a goddamn assault rifle while you're doing it? You can still stand there, still breaking stay-at-home orders, still protesting.
Yeah.
But why are you now? You're introducing this, and I'll say that the same people are the alternate universe people that completely discredit their movement are the fucking pussy hat wearers. You can go out and protest and march as a woman's march and have all your signs and all your guest speakers talking about the struggle of women and the glass ceiling and breaking through. But the moment you don a pussy hat, now you've just turned into a fucking psycho, and we don't listen to your message. Same thing with the assault rifle guys.
Right.
Put down your fucking costumes and just stand for whatever you stand in.
Yeah.
But if you do, I guess if you do that, you don't get any attention. So
My rights include my AR-15. Thank you.
I get that, sir, but
It's not an assault rifle. I hunt with it.
by protesting, you're already using one of your rights. Your right to assemble. You could just do that and
Well,
say
yeah,
that.
but we're not wearing pussy hats.
But if you did, that'd actually be better. Like
you would get more attention.
Well,
for sure.
this isn't a pussy hat.
it's kind of like you're fucking up your message. If your message is true, if your message is
you're
that
muddying your message, man.
you
You're muddying
take the
message.
pussy hat off and it's fine.
Yeah.
Or put down the assault rifle.
I agree.
Put down. You're
I will
becoming a wacko.
That was my favorite meme of that whole thing was everybody photoshopping the big giant dildos for the people instead of the ARs. Like he'd be sitting there, he was just holding the big, two of them standing beside each other, holding big giant dildos on the cat. That was pretty
Yeah, but
great.
they're just not convincing anybody once
But
they
if
do.
that would have a better message.
That's it
Don't
would,
fuck me.
It would get it would get a lot more attention. I think. I mean, my thing.
It's the fact that
I'd be like, why is a guy that looks like Casey holding that big dildo?
the people that go to these things on one side or the other
Yeah.
get so invested in their side that they take it to such an extreme that they no longer are appealing to somebody that's kind of in the middle.
Also
they
great
fuck it all
band.
up for They fuck it all up for the person in the middle because like they'll say, well, we got guest speakers. Well, who do we got? Well, we got James Woods and fucking what is Angelina Jolie's dad, John Voight. It's like,
Yeah.
of course you do. Of course. You got
yeah.
those fucking guys doing it.
Right.
And even if you agree,
We
now
got the
you're,
cat
you're
scratch
done.
fever guy coming up though. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
he's,
Ted Nugent's playing the concert
Love
afterwards,
Ted.
followed
Sweaty
by
Teddy.
Three Doors Down. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm turning this off. Now I'm out
Yeah.
because I see where you guys are coming from. Same thing on the other side where you got Rose McGowan's going to be coming up at the Women's March. Like,
Yeah, but Madonna closed it, so
fuck this shit. I'm out. So
Yeah. Change channel.
if you want to get more people into your movement,
Although I
put
did like
down
your
the costumes
bathtub speech. I
and
love
just
that.
have a point. But I guess nobody.
They can't because here's the deal.
we're past that.
Some way I don't blame them
over.
because you're already going to Washington to protest. So get all of your amendments together that you want to protect. You know what I mean? I mean, wear like Casey said, wear a rainbow suit.
Yeah.
Put your AR on. So now you're standing for gun rights, gay rights.
But most of those people don't want to.
Put
That's
a
the
pussy
problem.
hat
Yeah,
on.
You're right. If somebody was
Do
standing
them
there
all.
like that,
Yes.
which you know what, there probably are, and
They-
maybe
there
that's-
should be.
people.
Yeah,
I'm a kind of a
Well,
candidate.
you're definitely a gun-toting women's rights guy.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you carry a gun everywhere now.
Well,
it's,
and gay rights. And
it's a pellet gun.
I'm
but-
gay rights too. I don't give a shit what you
No,
do.
yeah, you don't care.
But I'm not. Here's the
I
deal.
also don't care that people have guns. I don't care, but I also
I don't think it's
appropriate.
bad enough that I mean maybe because I'm not in that group.
Mhm.
That's fine. But I don't think it's bad enough in the United States to go and protest for gay rights.
Oh, it's much worse.
Maybe when they had the debate on if they can get married back in the day when we were
some of the
discussing
states
that.
are going back and attacking that and taking that away. So that there is a debate to be had for it in a bunch of
so
states.
I mean, if it was
Tell me where that state is, and I'm getting a U-Haul.
I know you are. I know you are.
But what I'm saying is if it was that, if I really thought that it was that big bad of a deal, that they're getting a really, pardon the pun, they were really getting the shaft. Okay,
a raw deal.
A raw deal. I would go out and march with them.
That's a muddy onion.
But it's America in 2020 in the middle of COVID, and they don't have it that fucking
Well, I've been marching
bad.
for COVID, but
you know what I mean? That's true. We got to run for COVID.
I wear my mask and then
And it's the same thing with gals. If I really thought the gals were getting, they're not definitely getting shafted. They don't like that.
Sometimes one day I march for COVID, I wear my mask. One
they were
day I
getting
don't.
scissored so bad. Yeah, they were getting scissored so bad. Then I would go out there and march with the women too. I just don't think they
got with
that
the wrong
bad.
group one day, and I carried my AR-15 when I was marching
It's
for COVID.
probably because I'm a white male. Okay, I get it. I don't maybe connect with other groups. I
A
suppose.
cis white male, I think is the term.
Sissy.
Cis. Isn't it Casey? Isn't it cis?
How's it
I mean, Mac,
spelled?
isn't it cis?
Cyst?
I think you're
I don't
right.
know. Cis
Is it
white male?
assist?
I don't know.
Assist is when you
like
you pass it and they shoot it. That's
No, not
not
assist.
assist.
Oh,
just cis.
Cis.
I don't know. Google it.
What is
Bing it.
that's my sister. And my mom. They call my mom a
cis white
Yes.
male would be a
Cecilia.
transgendered person.
cis.
Oh, that's a cis.
A cis white male.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm close. I'm a white male. I'm not transgendered. Not yet. I mean, I might change my
Opinion on it.
opinion
at some
on it
point.
later. I'm just saying I would march with anybody. I mean, but
I've
I'm not going
never
to go
seen
out.
you march.
I'm not going
He's a good
to.
marcher.
I'm a damn good marcher.
I would imagine you are.
a good sign maker.
Fantastic. I am a good sign reader.
I like when you go to the things you just read people's signs for them.
But if someone's
Hell
standing
no,
up
we won't
saying
go.
that aardvarks need more rights,
Right,
that's. I mean, I don't. They have plenty of rights. I mean,
Right.
no one's taking aardvarks' right. What are you talking about? Show me something that people are taking rights
Now, do
away
those
from
rallies
aardvarks.
make you madder or the strikes? Because I get mad at union strikes and stuff.
I don't, because there's not that many of them. Most of
Okay.
them they're getting paid and they're on the jet skis. Around this time,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I just get upset when I think that each side has a valid point, even if it is back when we were having more of the gay rights marches and stuff, which those have died down, not just because of the pandemic. I think that it's got
Where's
to a
Me
point.
Too? That's way died down. Come back.
But you still got
I
the
like to
pride
talk about
parades and all
them.
that, which I guess you could.
Yeah.
But it's not really a movement anymore.
No, it's a
just
parade.
thing.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a celebration of.
I'll do
where they've got
that.
to.
I'll do that.
I think that my problem is when you have these sides where both sides, you guys have great points in either of them, but once you have done it in the way that you've done it, now we don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to the guy holding the AR-15. I
Right.
don't want to listen to fucking, Rosie O'Donnell at the women's march with her
Yeah.
pussy hat on.
Right.
Fuck you. I'm out. I can't listen to that shit.
Yeah.
And why the people that are going to continue to listen to one side or the other are already in that group.
Right.
Or already fucking hate that group.
Right.
And so they just feed off of each other over and over again. And it's fucking depressing to watch, I guess.
And that's why you say an AR-15 is exactly like a pussy hat.
Yes.
I see your point,
Thank you.
and I don't have a counterpoint. I don't. I agree. Because I think you're right.
second.
Thanks, Mac.
You're on.
All right.
I'll raise you 2 pussy hats for that AR-15.
Deal.
What do you think's killed more
What's-
people this year? Pussy hats or AR-15?
What size are they?
Hmm.
If it's triple
For
X,
this head?
triple L, I'm in.
You both can wear one.
I like my hats long, like my shirts.
That's a hood.
On the
Yeah,
topic
I'm a
of
hood man. Yeah, thank you.
vaginas on heads, what's this we hear about umbilical cord masks? Please
Oh,
tell me that's a COVID mask that looks like an umbilical cord.
No, this is
Or
a
the-
gross story.
Oh, I don't want to.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Take that off the list.
I was
No,
gonna eat soup later. Now I won't be able to.
Some dude drove his wife to the hospital
Yeah.
or was on his way because she was giving birth, but they weren't going to make it. So pulled over, called the paramedics, and went through the whole deal by himself in the fucking gutter of this street, I guess.
Wow.
And they got to the point where the child had got delivered, and they're like, do you have anything? Because I guess you have to cut off the umbilical cord. Or, like, I didn't know it had to be instantly to pinch. Because they made it seem like you had to you know when like you cut your arm and you put the thing around your arm,
Tourniquet, yeah.
tourniquet it, almost instantly, and he's like, for some reason, we're both wearing boots without laces, which I thought was sweet. Like she's pregnant and she's going.
Yeah, it's fine.
Uggs.
Yeah,
Stolen
Uggs.
your labor boots, honey. You packed the bag for a reason.
They don't have no laces, and
They were golfing.
You know, because everybody drives a fucking Prius with nothing in it. There's no shit in there. Like that's
They
the
were
one.
they were moon boots with
No
Velcro
lanyards.
straps.
They didn't work at like the COVID center or a
Not wearing a
hospital
hoodie.
somewhere.
Yeah, they're not wearing.
No
Everybody's.
hoodies.
You know, that's the one thing when you're just some dumb fuck like we are.
Yeah.
If you go
You've got
into-
everything.
in our vehicles,
Yeah.
there's a whole fucking world of shit. Now at
Right.
our house, I have no tools, but in my truck, I
Everything.
can probably fix almost anything.
Yeah.
So, if my
Including
wife
a
was-
billing cord. Yeah.
I can cut that.
I
Sometimes.
don't
and
have-
cauterize it.
I mean, shoelaces, no, but I got a mic cable.
Why couldn't you just pinch it like a garden hose?
Well, that's what I was saying. Dude. Why
Drop-
can't you brew it?
drop
you know
it
what
like
I mean?
it's
That's what I
hot.
was thinking. Just like when you're
Brew it?
brewing your piss.
Yeah, when
You're
you're brewing
holding
it.
your dickhead and
You
you're
say brew it?
yeah,
Brewing it. That's
Like
what
brew
yeah.
coffee?
Brew
Yeah.
Brothers.
No,
Yeah,
the brew contest where you're, you
we
know,
talked about it last show. We
you're
hold
holding your PP in by holding the tip of your wiener as hard as you can, and then you're holding
And then peeing as
shooting
far.
it?
You were here.
the brewing contest.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You can
Nice,
brew
yeah.
that little umbilical cord until, but I don't know how long you can. I don't know how.
Forever. Just pinch it, man.
Well, I could pinch an umbilical cord for a long time. It's slimy. At
How
first.
long do you think really you could hold your fingers pinched together? Let's be honest.
Why can't you
Forever.
just bend it over, kink it, maybe put a little slip knot in it?
Well, great
Well,
band.
you could.
Great band.
Kids are slippery, but
Dave
you could,
Grohl was in that one, right?
Just here.
You could fucking tie. I mean, they're little.
But
and I
you
don't know
can
how
loop
long
that
that cord
baby.
is.
Yeah, you can loop that baby and tie it a
That's
quick
what I mean.
knot.
You get it
yeah.
through the knot. It's fucking
It's fine.
tight.
You got a car, you could just take them both outside. You lay that umbilical cord, you pull the car.
Slam the fucking car door on it.
Slick car. I was thinking
fuck
tire. I
yeah.
was thinking roll the tire on top of it.
Yeah.
But
you
yeah,
could
car
just
door.
wrap it up in seatbelt.
You could just bite through it and just tie it, dude.
I shot it with my AR-15, but
I put a pussy hat on it. It's fine, right?
I guess
Fine.
my confusion was I didn't know. I assumed it's possible. I thought that you could burr the child, and if you wanted to, just keep them connected. Like you could just go
No,
through
man.
life
I think that's
man.
probably unhealthy.
socially. Sure, I'm
Just
not-
like
Physically and emotionally and
Yeah.
mentally.
just like Coolio used to say, you got to keep them separated.
I think if you held them close to your body, what is the deal? I mean, now they're out in the sun, they're getting vitamin D, they're getting all this good stuff. I don't see why you can't still eat and feed them through the tube for a while. Year, 2 years.
Yeah, I
think
don't
it
think
goes-
that's not
goes
the problem. It's the
stagnant.
breathing because the lungs are getting everything from the umbilical cord.
I
You
think
got to
it's
get
the
the
poo-poo,
air
to
too.
hold your breath or
and the
something?
poo poo. Yeah, the poo poo goes to that cord. The mom would end up getting septic.
Oh, okay. Backed up.
She'll
pipe.
get septic tanked.
So you lose the
And
And
then
then crazy,
as-
you feed.
By the
poop,
time that
breathe through
kid's
the same
14,
tube.
the size of
I'm gonna cut
turds are
mine
going
open
through
and use
there.
it right. Could
Be
you cut
horrible.
your belly button open and use it the way God intended?
Okay, that's
To
a good
poop?
question.
Yeah,
And
easy.
eat,
And breathe,
breathe.
everything.
If the umbilical cord, which I'm assuming even for black people, it's the
That-
same as white people.
Well,
Oh, write that down.
8:29.
God damn, that's an hour exactly.
I could look it up on my search engine.
Well, they have different diseases.
Crohn's is different than.
It's just a joke. It's just a random joke.
Okay. What was your point?
Assuming
What was your
that
point?
all
Sorry.
umbilical cords are the same,
Sure.
and sure, on the outside of the cord, it
Mhm.
looks like just a normal tube. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well-
but on the inside, you have different tubes that are bringing or
Yeah.
taking and receiving.
Right. Right.
Couldn't you feasibly, like, you could just cut the one that does the poop back to the mom and make the baby poop out of the butt, and cut the air one, but keep the feed one just in there?
It's a membrane, not a tube, so that's hard.
It'd be nice if you could do that, because it'd be just.
That's insane in the membrane. Here's the deal. It depends. Now you go back
Another
to
Coolio
race
song.
because yes, you if you cut the cord on some people, you got to cut the right cord because you don't want the mom to get the sickle cell.
Write it down.
I wrote it 8:31.
What? I mean, that's a
Tom Clancy's sickle cell.
yes. I mean, you're sickle cell it, bro. You gotta,
That's
dude.
a
You gotta
tough-
watch out for that.
I
man.
know, man.
So
I'm
I mean,
just
you gotta
concerned.
cut the right cord. You gotta cut it out. You gotta tie that sucker off.
So
If the
we're
kids,
all in agreement, there's no way of keeping a child attached to a
oh, there's a
mother.
way. If there's a will, there's a way. I'd have to ask a doc. I mean, not the documentary. I'd have
Yeah.
to ask a
I
doctor.
think you'd have to pull it and reattach it.
I mean, if we're cutting, you've seen those Siamese twins that like are born with their faces touching or whatever, and we're cutting their brains apart and pulling
Yeah.
them apart and doing scotch taping them. I
Right.
feel like we could add a feeding. We already put feeding tubes in people.
Sure.
Just make my tube go into them. That's the ultimate. If we're gonna be thunder gods, we need to be standing on an altar with a fucking octopus full of feeding tubes going to our audience. And they just stay in there and feed off of us.
I like that
Thunder
idea.
God.
How
No.
long okay? I gotta say that is a Google question. I don't know how long an actual umbilical cord is. Gotta
It's
ask
different
my
in
man
different
Steve.
races, man.
That's true.
Some
Does
are
it go
faster
back
than
up
others.
inside them?
Inside the kid?
Like
What are you talking about?
After you
bomb.
cut
No,
it, yeah, it's like a slinky.
Yeah, it's like
You
one of
pull
those.
on it twice and it goes.
Yeah, one of those shades, roller shades. You
Yeah,
pull it and it
it's
jerks.
exactly like that. Just yank it twice.
How-
That's a good
of
question.
Some of them are sticky. You got to kind of really yank on
I've cut the cord before. I didn't watch what happened afterwards though.
Yeah, because you cut it
Grew
right
up.
there. They must go back and trim the other end.
Or maybe they just kind of.
That's what I said. Do they shove it in? Is that the thing you find every once in a while? The little thing that feels like in your throat. You've never been.
What are you finding, man?
You found it in there too. The dingly. I think it's called the.
Are you talking about
clitoris.
clit?
I think that's what they call
Oh,
it.
that's
but
a mystery. That's a.
I think that is sucked up umbilical cord.
How many centimeters are in a feet?
Centimeters in a foot?
Yeah.
52.
22.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
22?
7?
I don't.
Well, it's 20 inches long. It's 50 centimeters. So
It's a metric. It's 50 to 60 centimeters.
Look
in
up,
normal.
look up top, buddy. It's about 50 centimeters, 20 inches. So yeah, about 22
20 inches. That's
I'm not
short.
saying that.
I thought,
I
it'd
thought
be
it was
longer.
longer than
I
that.
thought it was. I thought you could wrap around your body twice. Is what I remember reading.
The baby.
Well, the
that-
baby's
The
small.
baby's
You could wrap
yeah,
around-
baby twice probably.
Would this be a funny sitcom joke where there's a woman giving birth in labor and the doctor comes in and they're getting to the stage where she's in the stirrups and they're down in between the legs and the woman's like, I'm so freaked out. I heard I might shit myself when I give birth, and the doctor's like, no, don't worry, it's fine. It's completely normal to shit your pants during childbirth. And then the husband's like, good.
Oh, thank God.
And it shows his like butt and it's all covered in shit and stuff.
Yeah, you have to go down that road.
Steve
It's like
says
think of it as like Ray Romano. Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Good, I can shit myself.
Steve says, do you know that Applebee's is going under neighborhood wings on their app right now? Which
Oh.
that's just false advertising.
Yeah, there's a lot of
One,
those.
get out of my neighborhood if you're in it.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
By the way,
And number
Pizza
two-
Hut owns that territory,
Yeah.
bitch.
Thank
And who correlates Applebee's with wings? I know they have them, and I know they're not bad.
Yeah.
But when you think Applebee's, you think of
I like their
apples
chicken wing soup.
and riblets.
When I think, yeah, I don't. Maybe burger. Maybe I'll think of a
A burger,
crappy burger. They're never good. They're never satisfying.
a big Brutus.
Fuck yeah.
Also, I
Quesadilla
got
burger.
Steve gave us something else for the list. He thought that when you said dipshits, you meant Copenhagen, which is another thing.
Oh,
we could just chew
dipshits and
different.
just chew different stuff all the time.
What dips give you the shits?
He says Conrad's not going to like this space hoax. NASA scientists detect evidence of a parallel universe where time runs backwards.
Oh fuck. They're just.
Benjamin Button does.
Making up stuff now.
They got all the time in the world to do this. That's
How
what they
long
do.
do you think those other parallel universe residents' umbilical cords are? They're probably like 3 foot long. You know what I
Why?
mean?
Or they're inside them.
Why is that billion-dollar satellite, for some unknown reason, have 2 orange cones sitting beside it?
Safety first,
yeah.
brother.
We're gonna protect this billion-dollar satellite with 2
It's landing
nickel
on
tones
Mars
from
in that
from
picture.
Don't drive
Home
here,
Depot.
right here, where the
Well,
cones
it's kind
are.
of dumb to put a completely white satellite in the middle of an Arctic place. So if there was somebody on their fucking Arctic cat fucking snowmobile, just fucking ram into that thing.
Oh shit, buddy! Sorry.
That's why they got the orange cones.
Yeah, I seen the cone. What the fuck? Been decapitated.
The governor of Mississippi just read a list of high school graduates, and someone slipped the name Harry Ass Crack in there.
Or
which,
that
is,
was
which is total what that's what Eric. That Eric loves those things, man.
Cracks me up.
Hairy ass crack. Congratulations.
Congratulations, valedictorian
Actually-
for this year,
Yeah.
Harry Ass Crack. Oh boy,
I don't know.
My daughter graduated on Saturday. I mean,
I saw that. That's great.
Congratulations.
Kind of shitty way to go, I guess. In a way.
Not really, because I mean, she
for
didn't
her,
miss.
she likes the whole. She wanted the show.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
We're
I
still
gra-
going to do a thing for her.
my graduation, I went to a fucking football game with Mexico over here.
Hi.
What game did you go to?
Broncos Chiefs.
Hell yeah.
That was my college graduation too. I said, "Peace, I'm out."
Out.
Fuck yeah.
Late.
Gonna go watch Joe Montana beat Elway.
He threw his cap out the window. Almost died. We almost wrecked on that one. It was great.
Well, anyways, to end the story, the guy pulled out his COVID-19 mask and wrapped it around the umbilical cord.
Genius.
He had it. So thank God for
And
COVID.
You know what? It was a handmade, hand-sewn by her grandma, Sarah
Aw.
Rose. So
COVID creating lives, saving lives.
saving lives, finally. And finally, a positive story coming out of this COVID-19 pandemic. A lonely man on the side of the road delivering his beautiful wife's child.
Thank God for COVID.
Thank God he had that mask on.
They named
I
it
know,
Mask.
right?
Do you think he used his mask or his
Great.
wife's mask?
Fucking great movie, by the way. And
Mask?
and cartoon. Remember that one?
Oh,
The Cher one, though, right?
That Rocky
Yeah.
Dennis had a thundercock.
Yeah, he did.
can we do some misconnections? You got
Sure.
some queued up?
Sure, yeah. We missed it last week, so it's always a crowd favorite. Let's see.
Andy
here.
said you are. A
What's
crock
Andy gonna
pot
play
guy.
in the house band at the church?
The flute,
Triangle.
of course.
The
Easy.
woodblock.
Misconnections. Let's see.
What would Casey play? You're gonna play the triangle?
I'm the Sunday school pastor.
Oh, wow.
I just want to see Andy be the hype man for the band.
All right, guys.
Come on, get your hands up.
Let's do this, guys.
Andy's out there just washing all the windows. A million.
We need to go in Florida or something, somewhere that's way open. The problem with misconnections right now is nobody's out.
No
and
one's
about.
connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they might be. I saw you
mis-
in a mask, girl. I want to take you home and social distance you so hard. I
Misconnections,
Like to stick my.
want to take.
Like-
I want to stay 6 feet from you, girl.
Texas,
Trust me, I can get it there.
Dallas.
Hopefully, it
got a-
don't spread through that
Got a
fluid.
butt so nice. I want to stay 6 feet from it.
Missed.
I don't know. Honk myself on that one.
I'd like to get 6 foot into it.
Yeah.
There we go. All
Into
right.
your guts and your umbilical cord. Show me the cord, girl.
Show me that 20-inch.
See, a lot of these people just they game the system where you'll get bro
like
massages.
one of those little pull
need
toys.
to be pegged. Don't need Dallas. We'll go Austin.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's connections.
I saw you.
Until I was getting my COVID test. So were you.
Me looking for fruit. You going the wrong way down the aisle, wearing a sweet homemade mask.
Notice you didn't gag during your COVID test.
Oh, here's one. This will work.
BT Dubs, hook 'em horns.
At Cedar
Neither
Park
did
Walmart,
I.
fine black woman with fantastic hair. You were walking in front of me with a silky smooth sway. It was everything I could do not to reach out, pull you in, and kiss you right there.
Oh yeah.
My mind has been racing wild with thoughts of heart-pounding, breathless with you ever since. I know it will never happen, but here's to dreaming.
Misconnections.
I love you.
Was that Randy?
You know that guy.
27365, bitch.
You know that guy wrote that and then watched the news and said, "Yeah, I see why they shot that runner.
Yeah.
He was coming after him."
Yep.
Hi, neighbor. Really
Good
wanted
shit.
to
Write it
say
down.
more.
Write it down.
Orange reddish top and black shorts. Gorgeous. Walking. Let's talk. Wanted to say more. What street were you walking down?
Misconnection. Broadway?
At least he had a bag of Skittles and a tea.
Hi. I'd like to see more of you.
Bend over.
Bushy Creek Regional Trail.
No.
We spoke briefly today at BCRT, Bushy Creek Regional Trail,
Wow.
near the creek while you were hanging in the water. I should have asked you for your number, and I stopped at that spot to hopefully talk to you, and then, hey, tell me what was on my shorts.
Come.
Misconnections. I think it was mustard.
It's barbecue sauce.
Is that
Great.
Honey Dijon?
Grey Poupon?
It's barbecue sauce.
He's fancy.
It was just poop on. Sorry, my wife just had a baby.
Yeah, it's just umbilical cord. It's on my mask. Sorry. Got some on my shorts.
Looking for Kevin from Round Rock. Hey, your phone is going directly to voicemail, and you're not replying to my messages on Quick Meet. Please don't believe what my ex is posting. It's all lies. He's just jealous that we hit it off. I'm still at Best Western, so come by so we can talk about this. Jen.
Misconnections.
Wow, Jen's thirsty.
Yeah.
She's needing that.
Also, you still
Plenty
owe
of
me,
open rooms at
still owe
Best
me
Western.
200 from the last visit.
Yeah.
So bring that money.
Yeah, when hookers start looking for you on misconnections,
Yeah,
it's getting
please
rough.
come and find. We'll go to Tony Robbins together.
Planet Fitness Flossing.
The Best Western.
2 Latina amazing-looking ladies, one of
Ooh.
which was flossing.
Flossing,
Oh, the
T-
dancing.
dancing flossing, or teeth flossing?
They're just nurses on TikTok.
Misconnections.
I've been a baby for a while now, but I'm tired of the dads trying to fuck me over
Whoa.
and change my allowance. If you can give me 120 every time we meet, or can give me a flat allowance of 300, hit me up. Black female, 20.
What's that number?
300.
300 a month or a week?
I think you could have some room for
Yeah,
negotiation.
every time you meet, no problem. Come over and do my dishes. Easy. 300. Here you go. Cut my hayfield. Here's $300.
You're walking a fine line there, man.
Oh,
Coming
you're
to this
right.
Metallica
Yeah.
concert with me.
Jeez, 8:43. I didn't even realize that one. Sorry about that. I did say hay,
That was.
and I do have a hayfield. I mean, I'm not lying. I
You need
I
help
will pay
cutting
her,
it.
I will pay her $300 to help me cut it. Absolutely,
It just came off weird.
it did. Just in your conscious.
Yeah.
That's how we were raised.
That's our fault.
yeah.
That's
that's
not
right.
your
You
fault.
did
No,
write it,
that's-
but you did write it down.
Well, I
That's
wanted to just
for
in case
review.
a question
For
mark.
review
Yeah,
later.
later.
Okay.
We'll
Because I
send it-
didn't think about it when I said it, but then you guys called me out on it.
Yeah, we'll send it to our
And
panel.
then I thought the other way, and I'm like, yeah, I could see
It's
how
already
that
came
is.
back.
We'll send it to our diversity panel. They'll
Chip
get
says
back.
it was. So,
Okay.
all right, done.
I'm a guy that is looking for a guy I met at the Crown Plaza Hotel 2 years ago.
Mm.
He came to my room and helped me with a fantasy of me
Oh.
giving a BJ in total darkness.
Okay.
It was really fun, and I'm wanting to do something similar again.
Hmm.
If you're wanting this time, we can go further. And you can take me after.
Oh,
I
no.
give you a BJ. We'll have to plan something.
Misconnections.
I'm waiting.
Did he give a way to respond to him? Just curious.
We'll email.
Asking for a friend.
I really
Again?
should call him.
Somebody should.
Were you really hot, temperature-wise? Or just strutting, trying to cause wrecks? You were walking on park. You had leopard boy shorts and a sports bra. Your husband is lucky you dress like that.
No, he's not.
Misconnections.
Your husband's lucky you're a hooker.
Yeah.
Not married. Hey there, we just crossed paths on Stratford today. You yelled some encouragement. If you ever want to run Town Lake together, I'd be game. Signed.
Misconnections.
What?
Hey there, buddy.
Speak English.
Well, I ran by Conrad. I'm just like, hey,
You're doing great.
Keep it up, buddy!
run with me next time.
Looking for Charlie and Bonnie McDonald. Looking for Charlie and Bonnie McDonald. If someone knows where the whereabouts are, please respond to this ad. Last seen them January 71 in Dallas. I was stationed in Bergstrom Air Force Base in 64. Thanks, Roger Leifer.
He let me cuck his wife.
Roger got some prime grade A punani that night.
Yeah.
He's been holding on to that for 40 years.
Yeah.
We went to a Metallica concert, and then you let me cuck your wife. I remember that night.
What is this Craigslist thing? Misconnections.
That gives me an idea.
I bet they look on there.
I could find Roger and Bonnie. I could
Charlie.
We had such
No
a great
shit.
time.
Yeah. The Air Force Base in
We had them.
71.
We had them root beer floats. and
He
they
knew a
paid.
guy named Craig. Maybe this is his list.
That's the first time I got pegged.
We did the Watusi that night.
seeking mom for mom son.
What?
26-year-old, good-looking, fit male seeking mom who would be into trying a mom-son type kink role play. Always wanted to try this, but was afraid of trying with anyone. It's 10:52
my mom.
Like my mom.
on Sunday morning. Real as fuck. Can send number if anyone is serious. Must respond with mom fun and subject to wean out the spam and scammers.
Dude, I would love if his mom.
Oh, that would have been great.
We
Or
can do the
his aunt.
mom-son thing or maybe a hot friend's mom next door thing. Really just looking for an older woman who's down for kink and honestly help during this COVID-19 thing.
Must be positive.
If you're
COVID positive.
hurting during this
positive
economy,
attitude.
I wouldn't be opposed to a fixed situation if you needed that too.
What's that number?
Misconnections.
Well, he could call that 20-year-old for $300.
This one's titled Rim
She's only
Job.
20 though. That's a little young to be a mom. Of a
I bet she's pretty
23-year-old.
beat up.
Rim Job. I need somebody to toss my salad.
Misconnections.
All right.
I only do soup,
I was
sir.
gonna say
Nah.
you want a steak after that one, won't you?
I'm a soup guy. So that's Misconnections, everybody.
Best Westerns also
Austin.
smell the same. All of them.
Like Tony Robbins.
Weird. Yes.
The rooms? Yeah, I guess they do.
Even the lobbies, really.
I was thinking that
I mean, as soon as you,
the megadomes.
any place that has an indoor pool smells the same. It smells like pool. It smells
Yeah,
like
the chlorine thing.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
I guess there's a lot. I mean, you could take Stevie Wonder to whatever that Timber Wolf
Yeah.
water
or Ray
park.
Charles in his Corvette.
Or who else is blind?
That was just very.
Ronnie Millsap.
Yeah, Ronnie.
If
you
he's
take it.
blind.
I don't know if he's got a good sniffer though, because you got to have a good sniffer. Ray, great sniffer.
Yeah, but he
You know what I
could
mean?
hear the difference in all those. He'd walk in and be like,
No, we'll plug that.
library.
We'll plug that because he said smells the same. You're already missing one sense, right?
Sight, which should make your other one stronger.
Stronger. But what I'm saying is, if you take another one away, it should make that even more stronger.
Please talking it.
Yeah, you're
Are we-
please dogging it.
This year, instead of eating something for a week, we're just going to take a scent away.
Well,
That'd be
that
cool.
would be a cool. Could we take all of them away except one? But not for a whole week, I guess.
I don't know. I could.
I'm keeping taste.
Well, I'm keeping smell because you couldn't shut off your nose. I'd die
Yeah, you
No,
don't want to do
could
that.
just
during the
plug it.
sleep.
Well, no, I'd
I'd
die.
be a mouth breather at sleep. Ooh.
You are.
Be horrible.
You can't take away
away my-
touch.
This. I like the peace and quiet out there. That's why I moved away
But
from
you only
everybody.
get to keep one, so you're keeping smell out of all.
Can you take away two?
Yes, because I could still use my mouth to breathe. So I would just cover this and cover this. I'd be fine.
Can't eat. Well, I guess you could. You just can't taste it. You have to eat only soup.
No, I'll just coat. I just coat my tongue in some wax or something. Coat my taste buds, or just eat something really hot. You know how you burn it and you can't taste anything anyway.
Blanch it a little bit.
That's it. I gotta blanch it. I gotta blanch it. Hey,
Get a
you
Golden
think-
Girls Blanchett.
Do you think deaf people get jealous of blind people's attention?
say that one more time.
You think legitimate deaf people get jealous or envious of blind people's attention?
No, I don't think so.
Because they're walking around kind of, fucked up, smited by God themselves, but they
Yeah.
don't. Nobody knows. You could be sitting next to a deaf person and not even know they're a freak.
You could sit by a
Yeah.
blind person and not know.
And you
too.
could
True.
you could
No,
hear
but they're always showing off with the
You could-
weird
you could
eyes and the
be-
sticks and stuff.
at the old gas station next to a guy, and they go, you don't receive that, and he goes, no, and you go, oh, I got to be really drunk. No, he's deaf,
Yeah.
and he gets no sympathy. But a blind guy, sir, oh no,
Sir,
me,
do you
I'm-
want a
sir,
receipt?
Yes,
Do you want a receipt to your right? Do you want a receipt? No, I'm sorry, I'm blind. Oh, so sad. As opposed to a deaf
Oh my
guy just
God.
goes, "Bleh." He goes, oh, get out of here, you
Get
out of
fucking corky.
Drunk. Later, away. Get out of here, meth head.
Get out of here, water baby.
Write that
Also,
down.
I wrote that down.
I think we would get along with deaf people more,
For
really,
sure.
but
For sure.
it's tough to connect with them.
Also,
via
I mean,
this
here's
format.
the deal. Have we?
That's why we blinds love us though.
Yeah.
What's the hottest blind chick that you know of? I mean,
That Law and Order chick.
We're TV to blind.
I tried to run game on a deaf chick
me too.
at a wedding one time. Squirrel's cousin. She was like she was Miss Kansas, Miss Deaf Kansas, or Miss Handicap
nice.
Kansas, or something like that. She was smoking hot.
What'd you do to try to get on her?
I
Pour
don't
honey on
remember.
her or
I don't
something?
remember, but it didn't work out.
Well,
but I was thinking to myself, if it does go well, we could have sex, and I could say all the dirtiest, weirdest shit I wanted to, and she just go, ah.
It's true.
You can have somebody sign what you're saying.
But here's the
to
deal:
her
I've met
while
some
you're-
serious hot,
Like her
deaf
husband?
Oh
chicks,
my God, yeah.
But I've never ever met a hot blind chick ever.
Well, you don't see blind chicks.
I mean,
but I
that's
brought that up
my
a few
thing
weeks
because
ago.
I mean, normally
no pun intended, you don't see them.
Well, they don't see you.
I don't think there are blind women.
I mean, I don't think there's hot blind women. That one on what'd you say?
She was deaf. There's that.
See,
Yeah, like
The actress, the deaf
Straight
actress
out.
one? Yeah.
hold on.
Isn't
that's-
fucking Dr. Quinn medicine woman
How can
deaf?
you can't put that on
Blind.
You can't put that on blind people because they don't see hot people, so they don't know if they look hot or not, or what
That's
hot
on their
really
parents,
is.
man.
You really need an honest friend. Yeah, a good family
Good,
structure.
good
that-
family structure for that, and then they're out there.
And there's what about blind guy? I mean, Stevie
And
Wonder
they can
looks
hear you.
fly as hell.
Do something about your hair. I can't. I'm blind. I'll help you. You can have a conversation. Because they're not deaf. They're blind.
Yeah.
Hot blind chicks.
Huey Lewis is probably the well-known deaf guy, right? But that's later in life.
Yeah, later in life.
Wow. He could hear for a while. He's
Blind.
normal. Can double edge music.
Chicks.
women.
No, chicks. This is. I randomly
Are you
Googled
married?
hot blind chicks pics. There we go. That one said 246 hot blind chicks.
That's probably it for the world.
Well, I mean, people we know.
Look at that. That's
That's
a bad
Scarlett
example.
Johansson. She's just pouring coffee beside her coffee
And a
cup.
lot of
She's
times,
not blind.
people will say they're blind because the legally blind deal. You know what I mean? Where
Now, if that chick's actually blind, she's looking at the camera. How does she know where she's looking? There's no way she's blind.
Just be doing this.
No. Now, the one in the Batman
the
costume.
acoustics in that room.
Here's the deal. She's blind. Why did she get tattoos? At that point, the tattoo artist could tattoo anything.
Yeah.
I did this.
Well,
Steve.
maybe it's a braille tattoo.
Property. No, come on. Property of Al.
If you scroll up, the one in the middle is blind. That one.
Yeah. That one's blind.
That's a blind chick.
That's a blind chick. But
I believe that. The
this
rest
one
of-
is? You're talking about this one is?
No way.
No. This one?
No.
Well, it's a
Her eyes
bad,
are
yeah, it's
closed.
a
I know
bad
I've
picture.
Seen, that's some semi-famous person. She's
I got
probably
to
a
go
Masked
back
Singer
because there's
on Instagram.
another list of 200.
Just go to images.
No. Yeah.
As far as writing things
call,
down,
Eric.
probably that's the last 10 minutes. As far as marking down for review later.
This one's a blind chick.
Oh,
This
no,
one?
That's a.
That's also a cis male.
This one? No. This one maybe.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. You're right. The legally blind thing is, dude. Speaking of legally blonde, they're making a number 4, just so you know.
legally blind.
Legally blind. You could still see everything and be legally
You
blind.
just can't fucking like
My
drive a
dad was
moped.
legally blind, and he was
Yeah.
hot as fuck.
I mean, just because you're wearing dark sunglasses and have the golf stick without the golf head on it doesn't mean you're blind.
The black lady right there with the sexy
one
blind
here?
black girl.
Yeah.
I believe that because that is the one time I have seen blind women. They're like sorcerers, where they'll do the crystal ball thing.
Oh, I got
That's
you.
the job that they're
Yeah.
all the gypsy ladies.
With the crystal eyes.
Yeah,
it
they-
looks like they got
They got
glaucoma.
the chicken bone chandeliers.
yeah, somebody builds a
I
tent
just think
around them.
blind women are more courteous and don't go out.
That's true. Check this out. Look at that little video over there. Blind man picks up girls. I bet you if you wore dark sunglasses and you held one of those blind sticks, you'd pick up all kinds of chicks. Never thought about that. I never played that
But
game.
we're not
hair?
good-looking blind guys.
It wouldn't matter.
I mean,
We're
Eric
blind.
and Mac are, but we're
No,
not.
we're blind. It doesn't matter. How you look. Look at that guy. Looks like a
Oh.
regular dude.
Yeah, but I think that women have the pick of the litter when it comes to blind guys, and there's a shitload of them out there.
Yeah, but women are used to guys chasing after them for their
Yeah.
looks and their breasts
Right.
and their buttocks.
This guy
But
can't. He's blind.
You pretend to be blind. You say, "Hey, you know what?
God, you smell like you
I
have
hate
great
to say
tits.
this. I wish I could see you because
It's true. They never heard that pickup line.
because I just get an aura that you're a beautiful person on the inside,
Yeah.
and I'd like to be
Man,
inside
you
of
smell
you."
like somebody I'd like to finger bang.
Right.
I don't know if I could act. I don't know.
This one blind. That one's definitely. I get it. Okay.
All right, write it down.
I
That's,
think
that's crossed more lines.
no, we didn't put the picture there.
This one here, you can't just act like it. She's not blind.
No.
Got a stick there.
It's a prop, man. You can't act like it. I want real
They
blind.
don't just
chicks.
give those to anybody.
This one. She's just stoned.
Can
Not
can
blind.
deaf chicks hear the way they sound when they eat?
No.
Like,
Can't hear
Depends
anything.
if they're
Can't hear
completely deaf
anything.
or
Yeah,
not.
they're
Like if
Cause I
that
have-
would be so fucking annoying if they were eating chips and shit while they're talking to you.
Just like smacking their lips and
No, today I'm going to the store. It's like fucking. Do you not hear the crunch that you're making? They can't.
eating celery sticks and
Well,
corn
they
on the cob.
usually
On
don't-
the phone.
They're deaf.
I just gave you the phone.
God damn it. I support deaf rights. This... I have to go march after this.
But I'm not making. I'm saying it's
I'm
annoying
getting
when
my
I.
fucking AR and I'm going out to support deaf rights. This is
What?
bullshit.
Why are you eating chips on the phone? And why are you even on the phone?
Taking my sword, my AR, and I'm fucking gay deaf rights.
That would
after
be tough,
this.
man. I would. Oh, let's call her. Oh yeah. Good FaceTime. Don't eat. It's not about being. I do it. I mean, if my wife's, she'll come to bed with this big drum of popcorn. Do you mind if I eat the popcorn? It's like, yes, of course I mind. I'm watching. I want to crank it up to 100 volume decibel to hear the fucking show. Over your
Nobody ever
popcorn.
hears nobody eat popcorn besides you.
What? She's swallowing it. Fucking.
Bro, you eat. You hear candles. I mean, of course you eat your
You hear the
popcorn.
electrical in your walls.
Oh
by,
yeah.
by the way, right there, sure. Just looking at that, my soul
That's
left my body
Storm.
for a
That's
second.
AOC.
You talking about Storm? Or you talking about Bulletproof over there?
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. She's not blind. As long as she's got those glasses on, she's fine.
Okay.
If I put those fucking glasses on, my brain would fall out of my ear, man.
No, man.
You can see your place on Mars.
That's right. You can definitely see the future.
Let me see if you've got COVID.
You do.
Yep, I can see it.
Also, you got a broken bone.
Anyway.
See into the future. Put these on.
How did we get to this?
Because I asked a simple question. I have never seen a hot blind chick. I have seen several hot deaf chicks.
Have you?
Yes, several in this town, just walking around in front of God and everybody, and they're legal. I mean, totally blind. Not this legally. I can hear a little
totally
bit,
deaf.
but or deaf. Sorry.
Yeah.
Completely.
How do you
deaf.
know they're
Can't
deaf?
hear-
Could you
can't hear-
holler at them? They ignore you?
No, because
Hey,
either
girl!
I either know somebody. I mean, Lisa back in the day. Actually today, she's still probably hot. That's one deaf chick. The other two are just like, I didn't know their names, but
Well,
they
no,
were
I'm
at a
sure.
deaf
I
camp.
believe there are deaf and blind
Can't
be a-
people
you know what
of
her name
every
was?
way.
Huh.
Do deaf people?
That's
Do
how
deaf
she
people
pronounced
have
it.
a inner
I can't. I don't have that
an inner monologue? Do deaf people have the?
for sure.
Like,
And, and here's the deal.
do they hear voices in their
They
head? Is that
don't
what
Does
you're
it
hear
saying?
the
sound like
voice.
them?
Yeah.
They just see the words. Do you know what I mean? Because you got Braille, you learn to read. So maybe they see Braille. They have
That's
an
what I'm
inner
saying.
they
do
have
the-
an inner monologue.
Like
but
God, do they
can't-
feel the word?
They don't hear it. Maybe they don't because they never heard a voice before.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. But in your brain, like your brain voice is different than your speaking voice.
It is, but because your brain has never heard a voice before,
It
it
doesn't
has
know how to
nothing
construct
yeah,
it?
doesn't know how to construct it. But you have read Braille, and you've learned to read how or you just see the sign language. You can see different things. You have an inner monologue. Like
you know what?
With
that
the
guy
advent of technology,
could-
there's
looks
very
great.
few completely. I mean, few deaf people. Like I have coached 2 deaf girls.
were they
they're-
hot?
No,
I mean, I know they were kids. I get that. but
well,
I'm
they're
just-
both of age now and both
Probably.
beautiful people, but
Beautiful souls.
okay.
Don't worry, they're not
lis-
listening.
Yeah, they're listening.
no, they're not. But there's a possibility. I don't know. No,
I know what you're saying with the
Quick,
technology. They
Eric,
can put
get
the
up and
things
sign
in there.
this part.
I just don't know.
they wouldn't recognize me anyway. They're like, why is that guy from Always Sunny
They're
talking
deaf, not
shit?
blind.
Wouldn't like the worst feeling in the? You've ever seen those videos where they'll put those implants in their head and then somebody hears for the first time and
Yeah.
they fucking break down, and it's like
that guy that's seen color for the first time.
Yeah, it's just shit, weep shit that gets viewers clicks so they can
No,
cry
but
at
here's
these
the
people,
deal.
But
Most of those people, I'm not sure. I'm not a fucking bioscientist here, but I think most of those people that do that have had their hearing taken away. Like
They'd
it
already
was
heard
an
before?
element, yeah, because your brain's already there.
One of the two, one was born with like a problem that they could hear for like the first year and
There
a
you
half
go.
or 2 years
Right.
and then couldn't. The other was completely, but they both had the implants and could
I see.
hear better. They were at different levels. Like the girl that was born completely deaf,
Yeah.
struggles a lot more. Even though that the girl that went deaf really went deaf before she could learn to talk.
Right.
She still could talk better, hear better, understand better.
Right.
Because I think your
Brain was already wired a little
Yes.
bit. That's what I'm saying. If you're born completely deaf, you have no reference. Your brain, and then after a while, your brain's like, well, fuck it, I don't need it. I gotta survive. So it just goes on without it. Well, if you get to a certain age, you can't just introduce fucking sound. Your brain would freak out. It's not built for it.
Well, they do though. I mean, there are people that I think. I mean,
or maybe do it slower, like
yeah,
at
because
lower
I
super
think that
volumes, or till it
like,
starts.
There's some people that was for years they didn't know that it's like there's certain kinds of deafness only because I know these girls and there's basically something that they can go tap into that you don't produce, and then it can. But it takes a lot. I mean, they don't know what they're hearing most of the time.
Weird.
It's like
That's weird. It's weird, man. It's a weird thing to think about.
Could you imagine if Conrad was deaf and he read archaeologist every time? Do you think he pronounced it correctly?
No.
Or do you think you
Well,
have
he
any
does
idea
it now.
what's
He's talking-
mispronouncing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It didn't form right in his brain. I mean, sure, don't get me wrong. He watched some sweet movies, but there's just certain words he just can't say. It's all right. We all have them.
what is it for when like?
I guess we all have
are
a
you
cross
like the
to bear.
deaf version of a shitter themselves person? Like a
We all have our pussy
maybe.
house to bear.
you were born without like an anal gland and like you got one added later in life, so you're
Yeah.
still adjusting to.
still adjusting to
Shits
to
his
normal.
pants all the time.
Yeah.
Same thing, man. Yeah.
Do you think Chinese people, like when there's a baby born deaf, they're more disappointed that it's deaf or that it's a woman?
Well, no.
We've never seen a deaf Chinese woman, so
Right. They keep the deaf Chinese dudes because at least they can count,
Kind
corn
of
or
good news,
something.
bad news. Your kid's perfect, but it is a woman. So we threw the garbage.
Well, it's China. Just listen. You gotta
I'm just
respect
saying.
their
Write it
culture.
down.
You
It's
gotta respect their
9:04.
culture.
This is overtime. Sorry.
still have to write it
Nobody's
down.
listening. I didn't mean to go. I was thinking about the deaf doctors, the people that were building the implants, to help people hear. And at the beginning, they probably didn't really know what the fuck they were doing, and they stuck one of those in somebody's ear, and they could hear, but it fucking stopped after like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and they're dicking with it like you're dicking with your computer.
Yeah.
I think you just gotta fucking press this here now. No, but they had 3 minutes where they're overjoyed.
Yeah.
You're playing Metallica. Oh, fuck, I can feel it. I
Love
can
it.
hear it.
Yeah, bass.
I love this. And then silence.
Shit, bring it back.
I'm pressing
Bring it back.
I'm pressing the back button and I can't seem
Bring it back.
I can't seem to get it.
No, bring it back.
I'm sorry. I can't. I got the whole
Conrad!
take it out of your ear, put it back in. Now?
No.
You should be
Did
hearing
you hit
it.
reset?
Maybe I'm not playing it. No, that's Thunderstruck. It's on. It's cranked. You can't hear this? It's loud.
No.
Oh, wow.
Have you tried the different inputs?
What did it say?
Plug. Good to see you. Let me write this down.
Okay.
This just says bye.
By what?
Bye.
Oh. No, bring it back.
It's just broken.
Oh.
There was that one moment in the show where it hit my
My
breaking point.
my bad.
Look why.
My bad.
That's
gotta
too,
find
that
things-
was too realistic.
Yeah, I know someone. My soul just left. I'm going.
Well, listen, come to my Thunder
Yeah,
Church, and
but
I
you're-
to get you back in
Thank
touch
you.
with
Right.
God.
I mean, I'm in a deeper part of hell. Here's the deal. I mean,
You're
Well,
a better
you'll see Tony
blues
Robbins
guitarist.
there.
I cannot even imagine. Speaking of heroes, people say like firefighters and shit. Like, no, people that live without sight or taste buds or smell or some sort or legs or any kind of hand. That is, to me, I couldn't do it, man. I would like to think I would be a strong enough person to do it, and there's a lot of people out there that are.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. I seriously don't know if I can do it. It's
an
worse.
arm.
It's worse if you were born that way. That's just what you know. You know what I mean?
But if I lost just an arm right now,
still strong.
Marry a beetle.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
If I lost like smell right now, I'd actually be okay with that. I don't know. There's not a lot of smells I enjoy.
I know, but I think you say that. But again, then you're
But
fucking.
if you picked one sense that I had to take away, or one thing, and it would be smell over sound, over seeing.
No way, dude.
Over.
Got to be touch. Fucking. You
Can it feel anything?
You can take anything now.
Just no nerves anymore.
Yeah, that's a
But I
superpower, though.
I love the feel of.
You still your brain, your brain just
The
like
touch,
the biggest
the
sex
feel
organ.
of cotton.
You'd still be able to get.
I love the way my cum feels.
Okay, well, that's gross.
I also love the way it tastes.
No,
I don't care about the way it smells.
I would say my worst thing would be hearing. But then again, I think of all the things I cringe when I hear, and I'm like, well, it wouldn't be so bad.
Sight would be I think, number one.
Most people would be sight, probably, and me too.
Is there people that walk around
Probably.
without the sense of touch? Like, can just fucking get hit by a car and shit?
Yeah, they're called paralyzed.
Well, I guess that's true.
There are
Jesus,
there are people that have like nerve damage
That's a fucking-
and can't feel anything
Yeah.
in certain parts of their bodies. I don't know about the whole. Well,
But there's not a
paralyzed.
person that can not have a sense of touch and not be in a wheelchair. There's not like a dude that's.
That'd be like a horrible superhero.
I know, but
I mean, I think there are people that have like got frostbite and have like
yeah,
no
but
feeling in their hand.
I mean your
but
whole body, and then it'd be
No.
pretty cool. You'd have
feeling
like,
would be a hard one.
you'd break your fucking ankle
Because just walking and stuff
Yeah.
would be hard at
You're
that
still
point.
slapping around that stump.
This is like
Ah,
the
shit,
movie
I'm broken.
Unbreakable, Mr. Glass. That's
Yeah.
what that reminds me.
Hold
of.
on, I'll be there a second.
Well, you just do stupid shit. You'd go to a ball game and be like, "Oh, I'll just jump off these bleachers. Fuck it. I don't want to walk down the stairs."
But then you're broken, so you can't. Like,
You
as long as
kinda-
you're no bone guy.
To be honest, Conrad does. You don't have all your sense of touch.
What do you mean?
Oh, sometimes you shit your pants, you don't know it.
No, he knows it's
Yeah,
there.
yeah. A lot of times.
I think that's a memory. This goes
Yeah,
back to
but
digging.
Shut up, Deborah.
This goes back to digging deep with Conrad. This is a repressed thing with him. It was the only time he got attention as a kid in a house full of kids was
Yeah.
to shit himself and to sit there and cry in it. And
It's depression that makes me shit my pants.
yeah,
It's true.
Why
It
don't
was
you
the
love
only
me, Daddy?
only time a preacher would never stick a finger in your butts when you got a full of shit, man.
Yeah.
Well,
They
some are
skip to
into
the
it.
next kid.
Well,
Well, some.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fetish ones. There's less
They
fetish.
called it Satan's pudding.
Okay, never mind. Maybe that was the other reason you did it.
They're scat
They-
doctors.
They picked you out of the crowd. If you're that kid that shit himself, they know you don't say a lot of things, so they pick you out.
Yeah, you always try to hide in the corner with your poop.
And he can stand behind you.
Mm.
Nobody sees it.
See that kid over there shitting his pants?
Yeah, the one with the
Bet it's-
shifty eyes.
Bet it's pretty loose.
Oh.
It is right now.
bring him in here. Just the right size.
Well,
Bet
We,
you eats
we
lots of
fucked every
peanuts.
subject on that one.
Yeah.
started out nice.
We touched everything.
We did not offend anybody.
It went
Fuck
downhill.
redheads.
It
Hold
went
on. I don't know if
downhill.
we didn't do
Yeah.
anything
Well,
gingery.
some of those are blind and deaf.
Okay,
True.
that's true. They were already smited by God.
Yeah.
No hot ones though. For sure. That's right out.
You never see any gay blind guys, though.
Oh, all the time.
That's true.
That one guy, he was on Misconnections.
How do they
Turn
know
the
it?
lights out. You're got his
You're right.
number.
Then again, if I was blind, I probably would be gay. Because I'd rather hang out with guys than girls.
Oh, I'd be
For sure.
so gay. But it wouldn't be sexual. It'd be
Well, I
like
mean,
a platonic.
Like a
relation.
hand job or something, or a blow
That's
job.
not sexual.
Well, no,
That's
yeah.
not sexual.
Basically shaking hands.
And if you turn the lights out, you could both be blind.
I like to play that with my buddies. Just pretend we're blind. What would you do if you were blind?
It would be cool to have
Sup,
a blind
Dick?
friend that
Hey,
you
after
can
the
go to
show,
his
let's
house.
turn the lights off and pretend to be blind.
Why do you have the lights on in here? This is stupid.
Why isn't there a sex maneuver called the Ray Charles where you're not on their eyes and make her go blind?
Love it.
Not permanently, but just to watch
Temporarily.
Well, there is one. I always try that and still miss. That's why it's the Ray Charles.
This is the Van Zandt.
I don't know. Somebody call Glarper's wife. Get her on the phone.
Don't let your meatloaf, everybody.
Thursday night, we ate spaghetti-o.
Carp, 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 carp.
We rubbed tomato sauce all up and down our clothes.
Carp, carp.
When Mom got mad, we all just sat and laughed.
Your wife was listening. 24/7, 365. Roll eyes. emoji.
Yeah, right.
There's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub, and everybody's dirty. There's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub, so nobody's taking a bath. There's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub, and everybody's dirty. There's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub.
Fucking Andy loves Discord, I'll tell you that.
Mondays we eat vegetables, Tuesdays
Gotta get him
we
set up.
eat meat, Wednesdays we eat chicken soup, it really can't be beat. Thursdays are for leftovers, that's Daddy's favorite dish. Friday nights we bathe after eating all our fish. There's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub, and everybody's dirty. There's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub, so nobody's taking a bath. There's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the tub, there's a carp in the
Even
tub.
if
and
he
everybody's
gets
dirty.
pissed when you say anything else about anything else, like Skype, Skype. Discord's the shit because when I go into Discord, you don't have to do anything. You just be in the room.
Start